Hello and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us tonight for Friday Night Fights, where we are going to be watching Smackdown, AEW Rampage, and GCW. Don't Talk to Me, which I did not know was happening until like yesterday.
I don't know what's happening until right now. What? Oh,
No.
hold on.
Oh yeah. GCW Don't Talk to Me is happening.
Oh,
It's in the title. It's in the title of the video.
All right, so where would that be? Where are you gonna watch it from?
Hitting on to Fight Right Now.
Okay.
Don't Talk to Me. Play. No. Play on the phone. Yeah. Watch live. Okay. I got it.
Okay. All right. So once again, other finger. He will be your Pacific GCW correspondent, and I will be your Pacific Smackdown correspondent. Cause
GCW.
Cause I do not have Fightful just yet. So of course, SmackDown's doing a replay of last week. It was a great match between Sammy and KO as usual.
I assume they're coming out to talk about Jay Briscoe. I don't have it loud enough to actually hear, but that's what I assume.
On GCW?
On GCW, I think they're going to do a moment of silence for Jay Briscoe.
Oh, that's so they were good with GCW. Like they actually have a couple of matches there.
Oh yeah. Okay, I turned it up for a moment. Yeah, they're definitely talking about Jay. I have to choose. Do I want to listen to it or do I want to see it?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, wise
LW
man?
in the house.
What's up? Hey, I noticed that I got GCW going, and I noticed that their speakers don't sound all blown this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the actual mic sounds okay. Yeah, they're doing a moment of silence for Jay Briscoe.
Oh, that's so good.
They had a little video of him walking out in the beginning, and now they're the announcers that do the ring announcing are in the ring with their hats off. They're doing, I guess, a 10-bell salute, I would imagine. I don't know.
And they got the wrestlers around the ring.
Yeah, all the wrestlers around the ring. And now everyone is clapping. And now in honor of Jay Briscoe, let's get bloody.
Right? Let's
go. There's nothing he would love more.
Right?
Oh. Y'all left him hang? Oh.
So about Mark.
It's his birthday, right? Or yesterday was his birthday? What was the other?
Whose?
Mark Briscoe.
Ah, dang man, come on.
All right? Is that not correct?
Right? I don't know. Oh, I definitely don't know.
No, I believe that that's correct, but I could be wrong.
He's 38. I can tell you that much.
Yes. Let's see.
I
don't know.
What is Mark gonna do though?
Right?
Like
challenge Claudio?
Yeah, his birthday was January 18th.
Dang man, that sucks. Like you don't want to think about stuff like that, but it's like after the grieving process, please keep wrestling. Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are that good. And you do love it that much. Take your time, as you know, but yeah.
That like I don't see him going back to tag team wrestling now.
Oh, definitely not.
So he's going to go singles, but where would he do that? Is what I'm thinking. Just
or maybe have a faction.
That could be nice.
Do singles, but have a group of people.
I just made the faction in my head.
Comprised of who?
Eddie Kingston and Ortiz, and maybe Nick Gage if Tony Khan wants to let him in on his party.
So good. That is so good.
I think the four of them could really be something as a deathmatch faction.
Yeah, I mean, I have a brother, but we're not that close. We're close, but we're not that close in age. Like, I don't mean it like that. I mean, we're not like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, if it was something that you did with your brother like that, like forever, I don't know that. I wonder if Mark wonders if he can wrestle anymore. Like, if it's just too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I just do something else. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows?
It could go really both ways, where you don't want to do it anymore because it's too hard, or to honor your brother.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt.
Keep going.
It can go both ways, no doubt. Knowing Mark Briscoe, it probably goes that way, as honoring his brother. I mean, I don't know what else Mark Briscoe's gonna do. I mean, he's a professional wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he does. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless if he wrestles or not, he's still going to be feeding chickens.
Well, there's that. I don't know how well you get paid for feeding chickens. And unfortunately for them, for any number of reasons that we can chalk it up to, they never had that WWE contract where they made that big money. My guess is that Mark's got to do something to earn a living. I mean, he's not in a position where he could just stop wrestling and kind of retire and just, at least would be my guess. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I have no idea, but that would be my guess.
Would assume that Ring of Honor paid them more than anybody else, and Ring of Honor probably didn't even pay them that much.
Yeah, for sure.
Like as for now, like do some behind the scenes stuff if you still want to be part of the wrestling business. Like, orchestrate other matches, bring in those new storylines and ideas while you're grieving.
Oh, yeah. Maybe WWE should hire him immediately and have him as a backstage producer for tag team matches.
Yeah.
Like, I love that idea, but we're right now in a holding pattern of don't know what the freak's gonna happen. So, like, do it now before the crap hits the fan, or just leave him alone.
No. Wait for the crap to hit the fan, and when everybody is like, "Oh, look at all this crap on the fan," then you're like, "Okay, we're gonna do something nice now." Let's stop talking about the crap. Here, we're doing good things. Look at us, we're doing good things.
See, like your optimism is like my thing is, like, before Vince officially returns to creative, because come on, it's a 9 out of 10 shot that's gonna happen. Like Triple H, do everything you want to do, shoot off all the barricades and everything. Like, I mean, Mark Briscoe, I'm doing.
I am too optimistic of a person, aren't I?
Huh?
I am too optimistic of a person, aren't I?
Why? Because you don't think that Vince is actually going to take over again?
Oh, he's taking over.
Of course he is.
But maybe it won't be as bad. That's the hope. Maybe it won't be as bad.
There's nothing wrong with hoping.
Like, I love my idea of using his amnesia to your benefit. Oh, you signed off to this. You remember yesterday? Yesterday you said do this match.
Yesterday you said do this match.
All right. So on the SmackDown side, there's still tension between Sami and Roman Reigns. Okay. He's cool. He's good to Usos, but he put the fist back and then he didn't do it. I'm like, oh my god! Like something that simple touches your heart. And now we have Sheamus and Drew versus the Viking Raiders, which is of course just hard hitting crackheads being hard hitting.
We got to talking and I forgot I had food on the stove.
What you making?
Mashed potatoes.
Just potatoes?
Just
Well,
mashed potatoes?
I got 2 teeth pulled, so soft foods only.
Your wisdom teeth or the back teeth?
I've been there.
So
can't you see there's 2 front teeth?
The ones next to my back teeth.
Ah, dang. Yep.
So not the very back, but right next to it.
Okay.
Yep. I've been there.
I'm halfway tempted to say, can you do this? I can see out of curiosity.
I don't think I want to do that on stream now.
You don't have to. You don't have
to. On GCW, we got Nick fucking Wayne versus Aries in a singles match. Opening the show.
Okay.
Reginald Veld Johnson. All right. Well, I gotta say I'm actually enjoying this commercial for the most part. All right, Progressive.
Is it a standard match or what?
Yeah, it's just a singles match.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted by the Progressive commercial on SmackDown.
Nope, just a singles match.
Okay.
So Nick Wayne is signed when he's 18 to AEW. I guess the question is, how old is he now? How close to being 18 is he? Do we know?
I know he graduates this year, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
I believe you're right. I think he's probably 18 this year or early next. I think he's 18 this year.
Because on AEW, I believe Darby Allin was like in 6 months. He didn't even say if. Well, you can challenge for the TV title.
He's 17 right now. I'm
Okay.
trying to find his birth date.
What kind of? I'm watching the commercial for a new TV show called Animal Control, and of course, a snake is strangling the dude. Like,
of
no.
course.
After
of
that,
course.
I'm retired.
After that, I'm retired.
Ain't gonna be after. Like, you gonna tell me to do
You'll
this?
be after.
Nope, I'm done. It's... All right, so is this your first time watching Nick Wayne wrestle?
No. Nope. I watched Nick Wayne wrestle a lot. And in fact, when I was in Seattle, I think it was November, I got to see him wrestle at Defy live. So, no, I've seen him wrestle a few times. I mean, I've seen him wrestle in GCW, probably a half a dozen times. And then I saw him wrestle live once.
So how good is he?
He's really good. I mean, his body is still that of a child for the most part. He's not filled out. He's tall and kind of stringy and gawky and very thin, but he's a really good wrestler. I mean, his in-ring work is, he still needs promo and TV time. He still needs, some work, with probably some of the in-ring actual expressions and stuff, facial expressions and those kind of things. But his in-ring wrestling is really good. I mean, it's well above where it should be for 17 years old. I mean, he flies around the ring. He's got a really good large moveset. What do you think, Sammy? What do you think of Nick fucking Wayne?
I really dig him. So it's going to be around fall that he's going to debut.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the future's bright for him. I mean, I see him as a big-time superstar for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this matter of building his character of who he actually is. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
no doubt.
I think he's going to have a very involved storyline with Bryan Danielson. I'm saying that right now. Because, like, his dad was Buddy Wayne.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Who the hell did Buddy Wayne all train?
Lots of guys. I mean, they're both from Washington, the state of Washington,
Mm-hmm.
Danielson and Wayne. So, I mean, there's definitely that connection. They both wrestled for Defy, which is the local Seattle promo up there. Did Buddy Wayne actually train Bryan Danielson?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Like,
Because
But I know that Buddy Wayne had a wrestling
Brian,
school for a long time. I mean, I know that. And
yeah, but Brian Danielson went to Texas for wrestling
right.
school.
Yeah.
and then he said after that was Regal. So
Mhm.
yeah. I was very, like, I was honestly low key. I was shocked. Well, not shocked, but it was like, oh, Darby Allin from Seattle, Washington too. So how many wrestlers are from Seattle now?
Yeah, no, there's a few. I mean, there's a decent, and the local promotion Defy is pretty good. I mean, they've had, yeah, I mean, Swerve wrestles up there a lot. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's from this. I'd have to Google it. I think he's from California, maybe. I'm not sure where Swerve is from, but he's in the Seattle area a lot. I mean, he comes to Defy. He's a big name for the local promotion, and he does a lot of stuff with them. So he's been their title holder before, and so on. Yeah, I mean, they had Eddie Edwards when I went, so that was cool. I mean, he was there wrestling. So, I mean, they get some decent guys. I mean, it's obviously not MJF, you know what I mean? But,
Right.
or, CM Punk or whatever, or Daniels. Although Dragon wrestled at, oh, no, he didn't. It was a long time ago, I would say. Yeah, he wrestled at Defy a long time ago when he was first starting out.
That's still
But yeah.
pretty good though.
Yeah. No, they're a decent promotion.
Like a nice Thursday or Friday night, you're like, I'm bored. Let's watch some wrestling.
Right. No, this match has been very good. Aries is very good. Aries is a really good wrestler. He's a luchador from Mexico. He wrestles in MLW and all over the place. Super talented dude. So this match has been really good. He's got Nick Wayne in some sort of a pretzel lock in the ropes right now.
Oh, okay.
It's a unique looking little. I mean, it's one of his signature moves, but it's something I've never seen anybody else do.
Cool. So Drew has a hot tag. He's going wild. I'm not sure who's going to win this because the redoing of the Viking Raiders, like, it feels like they're getting a big push. So even though everybody is going toward Sheamus and Drew versus the Usos, it's like, are you really gonna beat the Raiders right now? Ooh, Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, especially and again, I have an issue. Like, if you're pushing the Raiders and they're an actual tag team, not just two singles wrestlers shoved together to be a tag team. Like,
Yeah.
let them win, let them have their moment. Like, Sheamus and Drew aren't gonna have any backlash from losing a title. I mean, a tag team match that they're for a tag team that they're not even really in. Like,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I get that. I think the most is like creatively, it's just a matter of you don't want the Usos to lose the titles just yet, but you don't want the Viking Raiders to lose. So it's like, if one of the like, don't book it if you don't find a way out that you like.
To the top rope.
No doubt.
And boom.
You're ahead of me? Are you talking about Nick Wayne?
2. Oh, kick out. Oh, am I ahead of you?
Yeah, he just did the swanton on my screen. 1, 2, and Aries kicked out. So you're about a second or two ahead of me. Sounds like. Which I just love because we're both watching on the exact same thing. Like, it's got to have something to do with internet speed or something. Like, it's a live event. How can there be a delay?
While you're playing, I was watching the playoffs. My dad was upstairs. I was downstairs. He was like a minute or 30 seconds ahead of me. I'm like, how? It's the same freaking internet. He was like, they scored a touchdown, but I didn't hear anything from you. And then I started screaming, like, oh, okay, there it is. It's like, what?
There it is. Right?
And that's the same internet. And
a code red off the top rope. Not a code red, power bomb type.
That's an interesting move.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Describe it.
That little back kick?
Yeah, instead of like going for a go to sleep, he does a little back kick instead.
Yeah. So he puts them on his shoulders and then lifts them off, and when they're coming down, he like kicks them with the back of his foot instead of instead of a go to sleep.
That should timed right. Like,
right?
That's the thing. Time, like, that sounds cool visually, but I'm like, if you mistime that, that's a kick to the chest, that's a kick to the throat.
Right? No. Well.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
it's a kick to the chest, but it's a back upwards kick. So like it's not moving that fast. It's not going to have that much power behind it.
Only you.
Well, I mean, you got to work into the dynamics of this stuff.
Like again, I'm not seeing it. But like yeah, it will be slower because you want to get it just right. But yeah, just combobulating someone by tossing them over and then kicking them in the chest. Yeah, that still will be effective.
I remember this one post on Twitter where everybody was talking about how like the Meltzer driver would be better with a back flip instead of a front flip. And like all I could say is this is not how physics works. Like it might look cooler to you, yes, but doing that is completely ineffectual to the move that they're pulling
That
off.
part.
Like if you do it with a backflip, you're applying zero momentum to your opponent for them taking damage. So I guess in a wrestling sense, kayfabe wise, yeah, it is good because you're literally doing nothing to your opponent.
Yeah, I'm not all up for just adding extra flips and spins and twirls to a move just to make it look cool. Like, I always find that very.
Well, if you do a front flip for it, it adds momentum to your opponent to going towards the mat.
Sure.
If you're doing a backflip, you're jumping on an opponent that's in midair to lift them up and fall down with them?
Right.
Like what's
But like Jay Lethal's move, right, where he runs across you and then he does a flip into the ropes, like a handstand flip into the ropes and then bounces back. It's like that does nothing but look cool. Like it's not giving you any momentum. In fact, it's probably taking away momentum, really. But it looks cool. But
it's more. We call it more height when you do the cutter. So instead of just jumping, you're doing a backflip, and so when you undo the backflip, it's like, oh, okay, that's more height than if you would just jump in the air.
Right? No, I get it. I mean, so there was you guys, I don't know if you guys actually watch Under the Radar. You guys should, but I'll mention it on MLW when I do my little review. But there was Jacob Fatu had a terrible botch last night. So he put the chair in the ring and he was going to jump off the chair, hit the top rope, and then do some sort of flippy thing on the guy who was wrestling, and he hit the chair, and his foot missed and didn't hit the top rope right, and he just came down right in the ring, like on the chair. I mean, he was okay. He was all fine, finished the match and everything. Okay. It just looked really bad.
like some botches you can like smooth over a little bit, but that's not gonna do it.
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't. No, he didn't make it out of the ring. There was nothing to smooth over. I mean, he collapsed like in the ring. He didn't make it past the ropes. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It looked worse than Top Dollars. Just it looked worse. Yeah,
it looked worse. Like still looking worse. That's a big feat, though.
It looked worse than Top Dollars, unfortunately.
Like that reminds me of Puzzlemania. They're doing the whole describe this, like name this move. Like, a two-hand underhook pile driver. It's like, well, how would that? And like as many times as we've seen these moves, it really do be like two-handed hook.
I'm terrible at envisioning them in my head too. When people describe them to me, like I have to see it. I can never visualize it like that.
That's a pedigree, right?
It's a pedigree.
Kind of, right? I mean, except you don't lift them all the way up into the pile driver position.
Right. And that's midway, as I was saying, like, wait, pile driver, no. So it's not totally up. It's like, okay, under two arm underhook DDT.
Yeah.
Is more suited to the
there's also the Gotch style pile driver.
The one that Minoru Suzuki does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where he lays on his butt instead of going to his knees. I think it's the same way that the Hearts did their pile drivers, isn't it?
That I don't know. I'd have to watch the matches. My favorite pile driver.
I believe that the Hearts also did the Gotch style, but I think that Stu Hart was trained by Carl Gotch, so that would make sense of why.
The one that Homicide does, the Gringo Killer or Cutter, where he's got him on the back side of his back and does that reverse like pile driver. That one's nasty. That's my favorite looking one.
Win or lose, this match between the Raiders and Sheamus and Drew is actually pretty good.
I just saw they gave Sheamus and Drew some dumb name. What name did they give him?
I don't even like.
They called him something. Hold on, I have it right here because I created a banner for the show. Hold on.
Okay.
What the hell is it? Here we go.
My potatoes
Banger
were
Bros. Banger Bros.
Title
Really?
of the sex tape.
Right?
No, y'all did not put thought into that.
Well, I mean, there is a tag team already named the Bang Bros.
Right, yeah. So
I'm not.
That's Sheamus and Drew, the Banger
We talked
Bros.
about them last week for the reaction.
We did.
You don't remember the Bang Bros? That was just a week ago. Man, I can't believe you forgot.
Yeah.
On
Not
the other show.
Yeah.
Oh, hard to okay. Well, I wasn't watching Hard to Kill, so no, I was not.
So if you're here watching with us, thanks for choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network. We know you got a lot of choices. We are here live every Tuesday for the Cookout, every Friday for Friday Night Fights, Smackdown, Rampage at minimum, and if there's extra stuff going on like tonight, GCW, Don't Talk to Me. So if you're new, please subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you'll be notified of all of our content. Oh, we also do Under the Radar, which is not a live show that posts on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And hit that like button on this video. Helps a lot. And we appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Please, comments.
Actually, it might have been the Saturday show with me and ALW that the Bang Bros were on.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I remember talking about it. I just don't remember what stream it was on or who was there.
Yeah, I think it might have been the Saturday stream.
Bro.
I do remember talking about it.
And Roman Reigns has graced your television screens.
Of course.
Rejoice.
On GCW, it is Blake Christian versus... let's see. I forget who he's wrestling.
Yeah, I forgot his name too.
Oh
wow!
It's important.
Blake Christian's
people
winning.
Yeah, Andrew Everett.
Okay.
Andrew Everett.
Blake Christian's winning.
Probably. Andrew Everett was on.
I'm willing to put money on it. Anybody up?
Andrew Everett was an Impact for a little while. I think he might have been on NXT for a little while too.
Andrew Everett.
Yeah, I don't think he wasn't in NXT as Andrew Everett. He was in NXT as somebody else. I don't remember what his name was.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he had a small little stint in NXT, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I know he was in Impact for a while as Adam or as Andrew Everett.
Cool.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta go do Under the Radar.
Yay!
Peace.
So Sammy's trying to plead case to Roman, and my heart is breaking.
Huh.
I don't get it.
Is that the end?
Of what?
He told him to get
No,
out, go.
no. That we're back to abusive Roman, abusive tribal chief. No, is that like he's definitely not
Well,
out of the.
that wasn't abusive. That was I'm done.
No, that was
That was a
abusive.
breakup.
That wasn't a breakup.
That was a breakup.
That was not a breakup. He said, "Get
That
out
was
the
a
room."
breakup.
Okay.
Go find Kevin. Go make your own bloodline. I'm done. That's what Roman said. That's a
That's not a
breakup.
breakup.
That is a breakup.
That is not a breakup. All right. So we're going to the social part of Friday Night Fights. No, that's an argument, and that's the thing said in the heat of battle. This cooling period has not cooled off yet. That is not a breakup.
That's a breakup to me.
That's not a breakup. Oh, okay.
I get told that I'm not coming back.
So now I gotta ask. So how many arguments did you have, Sammy, of that? And you thought that was a breakup, and then she calls you, and you're like, "It's a breakup." No, it
I don't know.
Okay, no, okay. So, like I said, I know honestly, I don't think that was a breakup. Sammy has not felt the wrath of Roman, so I'm feeling two types of ways. Where it's like, because abusive Roman is, it's like it's awkwardly abusive. Where it's to the point of, dang, go break up with this dude. And on the other hand, well, this is what
This is the opposite of what he did with Jay, though. With Jay, was like, no, you're with me. With Sammy, he told him, no, go find your own way.
Yeah, because no, with Jay, it wasn't you're with me. It was like stop doing stuff, and then he used to beat him up. And then the next week it's like I'm cool, you cool. I got $5 says like at the end of this, either next week or at the end of this episode. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Why, what's wrong with you? It's gonna be something like that. I wish you had a poll now. If you're watching Smackdown, you just watched that segment and you're watching us. So, thumbs up if you think that was a breakup. Oh, no. Thumbs up if you think Sammy is still with the bloodline. Thumbs down if you think that was a breakup. I don't think that was a breakup. Now, granted, I haven't had that many. We're getting real personal. I'm gonna admit I haven't had that much experience in that department, but I know there's a cooling off period of arguments. So it depends. So it really depends on the length of what you said and the length of saying I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I haven't dated in a long time.
Really?
I mean, a year ago I talked to this one girl for like half a year, but that oh.
You don't have to share, but I'm interested.
I'm never dating a feminist again. I'll say that much.
Oh, so it was like stuff you think you're doing nice. She finds offensive. Like, why are you holding my door? I'm like, I'm being nice. We're gonna go half on dinner. I'm like, I'm just want to pay the bill. It was stuff like that.
You know what? It's best not if you don't have anything nice to say, not say anything at all. I'm gonna go with that boat.
Go with that boat. What's in the cup?
And before that, like honestly, I don't think I've dated in like a decade.
Like, you mean like went out on dates or seriously dated?
Like both, for real.
Really? Like you're like you like. Do you want to, or you just chilling? Like you like it's like if it happens, it happens. But I'm not looking for it.
I don't even.
Okay, I'm gonna join this boat on. I'm gonna hit the boat with you. I am not experienced at all at this. Let's say that.
I'm just like I give up. I give up. I surrender.
Don't say you give up. You too cute for that. Don't do that.
Oh, Raquel.
Now they announced her. I'm okay with knowing that. I'm okay with knowing that she's in the Royal Rumble. I don't need to be surprised that Raquel is entering the Royal Rumble. What?
So we're doing predictions for the Royal Rumble
tonight?
Well, I was thinking we were going to do it tonight, but the Royal Rumble is on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Here's my thought. Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday for the Cookout podcast, we do an entire Royal Rumble prediction show.
I'm cool with that. I like that idea. Yeah, that's cool with me. LA Knight is coming out, and they did the subtle Firefly thing on his Titantron. That was pretty good. It was like that was a pretty good subtle.
Okay. No. There it is. No. Not that one.
Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
What you looking for?
I'm trying to get rid of Banger Bros. I can't find it.
Get rid of it, Sam. Erase it. Erase.
I think we're stuck with the Banger Bros.
We only got 30 minutes until Wise Man comes back. It's fine. All right, so Knight has. We're calling it a tune-up match because I don't know, he's an indie person, which is cool. Oh. As soon as you think it's gonna be a mediocre match, the lights start flickering.
Oh, that was quick.
Dang, yes it was. Like, dang, it could at least been like 3 mil.
It's the Funhouse? The Funhouse is back? The Funhouse is back?
I'm on mute. I'll be back.
He's like the Miz, but with muscles. And a voice that sounds like The Rock. Fine. Not The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. A voice that sounds like Dwayne Johnson.
I still gotta hear this interview. I still don't believe it.
I mean, the thing that caught my attention was when he said that they couldn't tell their own voices apart. And I was like, oh shit, it's that bad? Like y'all can't tell your own voices from each other. I can't help but wonder if this was a Vince McMahon decision, though.
I don't think so, bruh. I think they're doing what I've been saying, which is before Vince ruins everything, let's do everything you want to do when you said you wanted to come back. Which is okay. So like we're going to not redo, but establish everything, all my old characters the way I want to, and hopefully this new thing with your brother as Howdy Doody is awesome. I like. I don't know why I'm so. I don't know why I'm so excited because that happened, but I'm so excited because that happened.
I mean, I really hope that they continue on with how the fans react towards them. Like I understand, if that is his brother Taylor Rotunda under the Uncle Howdy mask. Like I want them to try and make it to where people boo him, but people cheer Bray. If we can continue that on.
Like, so what I loved about this was because Bray said this last week where he's like, I am Bray Wyatt. I am the Fiend. I am Uncle Now, I'm still on, how are you, Uncle Howdy? Because the person came out and attacked you. So that's still a little confusing of how you're him. I was thinking on as a metaphorical thing, but we'll see. Well, I'm like, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go grab those potatoes.
Okay. On another note, this is new J-Lo movie called Shotgun Wedding that's gonna be on Prime. It looks like a whole lot of fun. I'm not even gonna lie. We're getting married on a tropical island, and somehow the people are getting kidnapped, and it turns into Rambo. Yeah, I watch that.
Shotgun weddings don't exist anymore.
They're like it. Honestly, they like, and then you know what? Like, I'm okay with that because there's a whole lot of marriages that probably got divorced 20 years down the line after the kid goes to college. But it's just the name of the movie. It's just like she's not pregnant.
But those kids grew up all right.
Exactly what they're gonna tell their family and friends. They grew apart. Not that they never want to get married in the first place. It was just a hit and quit it. Ugh. But yeah, in the movie, she's not. Yeah, it's just a play on the title. She's not pregnant. It's just a whole lot of shotguns, literally.
Like, honestly, the word parent seems to be a dirty word nowadays.
You said parenting?
Parent.
Like, I'm gonna just say this: the way the people did it back in the day, all of it wasn't bad. It's like stop throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Yes, some things could be improved, but 75% of it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't like traumatizing or whatever people want to call it.
I mean, what I'm trying to get at is that people don't value family anymore.
That too.
Like, I come from a very close family. Like, and
Yeah, me too.
like when you hear people say stuff, it's like, oh wow, that's how you grew up. Couldn't
Right?
imagine.
Like my
Like,
low key is like how? I was gonna ask how. Like it wasn't like we were forced to be close. I have two sisters, but it was a sense of if something pops off or goes down, I just want y'all to have each other's back. And if nothing, that's for darn sure what we have. It's like if you need me, call me. I'll be like not necessarily throw down, but I'm gonna be a participant. I'll bring the bat. I'll drive the getaway car. I will help.
children should be treated as a blessing, not a burden.
No, yes. Honestly, dude, yeah. Or more so a throwaway thing of they'll be there. No.
Like, I understand that daycare is over $1,000 a month, but children are a blessing, not a burden.
Right? And like when they say it takes a village, yeah, use your village. Bump the. That's why grandma.
People don't have a village. People
There.
don't have a village. That like I got a close family. I have a village.
Right? No, like I have a close. They even like my immediate family went to Jacksonville, right? So my extended family's in Chicago, but it was a bunch of people around that knew me, that I had respect for. Like literally, like we talk about this. My whole childhood, it would be like I'll be at someone's house. Don't know whose house it is, but we're over here. It's a family friend. It's a family's house. It's a friend's house. I feel safe.
But there's a lot of people that it's just them. They don't have family. Some people don't even have friends.
Like that's one of the things that I was
like they have work and a cat.
It's like,
well, I got a cat, but
you have family too, and the cat.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably more of a dog person, but cats are easier, so.
Oh no, like it's so many times me and my family like, you know what, we should get a dog, and then we drive home at late at night at 10 o'clock, and we see someone walking their dog because they had to pee or poop, and it's like, nah, we're straight. It's like, I'm not doing that. So right now, if you're wondering, Los Lotharios is going against Hit Row, who are heels now. It's a decent, I'm going to say 7-minute match. It's not going to go long. Okay, yeah.
After this, I'm going to have some applesauce.
Okay, so you're having all the smash. You're having all the soft food. You don't want soup?
I had soup the first day.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely the go-to after you get dental work. Period. So I'm good.
I'm gonna be moving to ramen before long, but
Ooh, what flavor?
I can't do the chili. It's spicy. I
Yeah.
got soy sauce flavor and I got pork.
Those are two new ones. I haven't had those yet.
Hmm. I feel like pork's been around since I was a kid.
My basics were shrimp, beef, and chicken.
So shrimp, uh, chicken, beef, creamy chicken, oriental, and pork.
So creamy chicken, I like creamy chicken was like I used to like that, and it's like I wanted more juicier. It was a weird texture when I got older, but no, I haven't. I would try soy sauce. Soy sauce sounds delicious.
And then the seventh one I saw was a spicy chicken.
That's my niece's favorite. Like that one comes in the little container bowl. That's my niece loves
Oh
that
no,
one now.
what I was talking about was a white package chicken flavored ramen that was spicy.
like it's still a cheap version, but yeah, it comes in there. It comes like the one that like blah, 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 where it gets hard. The one my niece loves comes in like a little carton or bowl. I gotta do is add water in the packet and you're done. Well, of course, put it in the microwave. So this is a rerun that they showed this on Raw. I am going to get something to eat because I am hungry as well.
Hold on. Before you go, I wanted to.
I seen that before. I wanted to try those too. Okay.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite growing up as a kid. This was the seventh flavor of ramen that I discovered. Number seven.
You bait. You baby. I was like, again, it was chicken, beef, and pork. It was not the picacha. It wasn't soy sauce. It wasn't pork. But
There, there,
literally,
there was six flavors of ramen from when I started eating ramen at like 3 years old.
dang, whatever. But no, it's like really, like I don't have a favorite for it until I fix it for my
To,
dad or someone else.
to be accurate, though, that's if I'm talking about Walmart. If we're talking about Aldi, they only had chicken and shrimp, I believe. I don't think they even had beef there.
Oh, dang.
But Aldi has more options now. I love going to Aldi. The unfortunate bit, though, is when I was a kid, Aldi was down the street from me. Now, as an adult, it's on the other end of town, and I'm like, well, I never go to Aldi anymore.
Right.
Dollar General it is.
Location. You know what? But you know what bothers me? Well, it's here in Florida. It's called Dollar General, but for some reason they're more expensive than Walmart. I'm like, how is this? Like, you're called Dollar General. What the world?
And there's only like 3 workers who work the entire store throughout the week.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter when you go in, it's one of 3 people.
It's like, hey, the counter person, the people that are, what you call it, that are stacking the shelves up.
No one stacks the shelves anymore, from what I can tell. Everything's just sitting in carts in the aisles. It's bad. It might be better where you live, but it's like a despotic wasteland when I enter Dollar General.
Now it depends on where you live. It's some parts of Florida like that name's exact problem. Other parts, oh my gosh, it's so nice and clean here. All right, I'm gonna go.
Everybody loves mashed potatoes, right? Can never go wrong with mashed potatoes. No matter how you make them, no matter what you get, it's all gravy. Why isn't GCW working? Exit, play, watch live. All right, there we go. Exit out and enter. Let's check the comments. Nope. No one's got nothing to say. Okay. Give the video a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification to get notified of when we go live. We will be back on Tuesday for the Cookout podcast, where as of now, I believe the plan is predictions for the Royal Rumble.
Sounds good. Yeah, I know we talked about maybe doing them tonight, and then I realized it's not this weekend. It's not till next weekend, so we don't actually have to do it till next week. So, yeah, the Cookout seems like a good time to do the Royal Rumble predictions. Plus, we can talk about any kind of outlandish Royal Rumble, whatever, entrance, whatever, so on and so forth.
I think I have Rhea winning.
The women's Royal Rumble. No, the men's Royal Rumble? You have Rhea winning the men's Royal Rumble.
That would be something else.
Yes. So what's going on? Are you watching both SmackDown and GCW or just GCW?
Mm-hmm. I'm watching both.
What's going on SmackDown?
Braun Strowman talking about if anybody stands in his way, he's going to get these hands.
All right. Sounds like I've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like standard Braun Strowman. Well, I lost track because we were doing UTR, but I'm here in the middle of a match and I don't know exactly who it is. Is it Jordan Oliver? Is that who that is?
I had actually lost my stream. I had to exit out and enter back in.
On GCW, so I think it's
I had gotten off of Fight to show Anika a picture, and once I did that, GCW wouldn't start playing again until I
so it's
exited out.
definitely not Ricky Morton and Tony Deppen. We already had Blake Christian. It's not El Hijo de Vikingo. It's not Nick Wayne. It's not Jordan Oliver.
Morton.
Oh yes, it's Ricky Morton. I'm sorry. No, Kerry Morton. Oh yeah, it is Kerry Morton and Jordan Oliver. Why does Jordan Oliver look so different? And Kerry Morton
Here
looks
comes
different.
the Queen.
Kerry Morton put on some weight. Charlotte's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
All hail the Queen.
I'm being optimistic. I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm wishing her good luck in her first ever babyface run, to my knowledge.
What happened when we lost Anika?
She got to handle some stuff.
CM said she'll try to be here right at 7. She might be a couple minutes late for Rampage, but she will try to be here. So Jordan Oliver looks different because all his hair is way down.
You know, I really feel for Sonya.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they've never really quite much like Shayna Baszler, she probably hasn't gotten any kind of decent due for how good she actually is. Like, very underutilized, almost underappreciated, misused.
I mean, to be fair, I don't like her character.
No, I don't either, but you're not
I don't
supposed
like
to,
her
right?
segments.
Right.
But, yeah. But her as a person, I feel for her. Like, I wish you well. I don't like what you're doing, but I wish you well.
Sure. Oh. What the fuck is Kerry Morton doing in the ring right now? Is he throwing a temper tantrum?
And she definitely feels like one of those that it's not of her doing, it's of the booking. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, again, being that I have no idea what it's like behind, the curtain, I always tend to side with the fact that it's the booking and not the wrestlers, right? Like, but who knows? I mean, I'm sure sometimes these wrestlers have bad ideas, right? Like, as I understand it, Almost a Superhero was Nikki's idea. So, like, and sometimes people have bad ideas. It just is what it is. I don't know that that's true, but that's what I remember hearing at one point. So, I don't know. And obviously, like, the Fiend has gotten worse gimmick in the past, and but Bray Wyatt's a genius, so
Didn't it win best gimmick and worst gimmick in the same year?
I don't know if it won in the same year, but I think it's I don't know if it was in the same year, but I know it's won both best and worst.
Yeah.
So, so I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know.
Well, whether best or worst, it shows that people really cared. Welcome back.
Yeah, no
Welcome
doubt.
back.
So
how you feel about Sonya Deville?
She has potential. She really she really could be something if you put her in the right storyline. I do feel like if you didn't have anything else to give her, the whole firing her from her being an official was kind of like too premature. Like y'all could have her being an official could have still worked for her if they still wanted to do that with her. Now I did not think this. If you asked me if this should have been Charlotte's first feud, I would have said no.
Okay, I want to point out the storyline. So she had all this drama with Naomi, and like nothing happened to her, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And then like she gets into the tussle with Ronda, and she loses that position in like a week.
We're not going to say why.
That's storyline. That's storyline.
We are not going to say why. We're just going to let that go. But again, like I'm not sure who's writing this. But this is when you have to run this through Jamal the intern, and Jamal the intern will probably be like, you know what? Kayfabe, she sounds like a racist. It's like.
No, not her. I'm talking about like because when Ronda had a problem, it got taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, ooh.
Like okay, I'm sorry, not Sonya. Kayfabe, this whole storyline is racist.
No doubt.
Like you said, she hits Ronda, and Ronda immediately goes towards her, and there's nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. Moving on.
Like Stephanie came out and everything, didn't she?
Stephanie didn't come out, but I think.
Oh, Stephanie didn't come out during that.
I think Adam Pearce read a letter that said from Stephanie, "You are here now, suspended or whatever." Now I think they tried to lump Naomi in there. Your abuse of power, all of a sudden, is now an issue.
He's a former male exotic dancer. He is Marty Gardner, who looks decidedly homeless. It is on GCW. It is Marty Gardner, who I've never heard of before, versus Cole Radrick, Ratty Daddy, as Cassidy Haynes on BodySlam.net calls him.
Oh my god.
Oh, I also feel for Sonya because she also knows how difficult it is dating a woman.
What?
Right?
Yeah, explain. Say that
I had to make.
He gets muted for that for a minute.
again, Sammy. Go punch in your throat. Don't. Come on now. You're our resident favorite.
You got a
police
30-second timeout for that.
I deserve that. I deserve that.
Where is CM when you need her? I ain't gonna say nothing. You're gonna
So
Off the rails.
I'm not, right? Like, but do you think that she has been? Do you think her push has been less because she's a lesbian?
I
Do you
don't
think that has
like,
anything to do with it?
Because like she's been on TV.
Yeah,
but
She's been
to
on
be
TV.
fair, the only other two are Shayna Baszler and Tegan Knox.
And shit, like,
And like, I wouldn't say any of the three are, considered a major star.
right.
And the Shayna Baszler, that was just like, yeah, her debut. She beat up Becky. Cool. She bit her. Boo. I don't think that was just bad setup. Honestly.
Yeah, like Shayna should be a superstar. She should be a champion for sure. Like she's really really good.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's well established what kind of women Vince McMahon thinks should be wrestlers and on TV for WWE, and the masculine lesbian doesn't fit that profile, right? Like, so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, I'm not, I think it's way wrong, but I'm just saying,
Mhm.
that's Vince, right? So
Mhm.
it kind of doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, some of the same issues that black athletes or minority athletes have in general, right? Like, does Trinity Fatu not get pushed more? Does Naomi not get pushed more because she's black, or because does Sasha not get what Charlotte and Becky might get because she's black, or does somebody think she's not that good? Like that's like there's always going to be that debate, right? So, or that question, and I think as long as you're someone that's either from one of those from a minority group, you're always going to have that question about whether it was because of that or whether it was because of something else that you didn't, or you did get whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, it feels like when you look to the wrestlers of the past back in the day, you have a lot who would have hidden the fact that they were homosexual.
Sure, no doubt.
But then you also have the ones who made that their entire gimmick and character.
Sure.
Like,
Much love to Pat Patterson, by the way.
Yeah.
Made the Royal Rumble.
one of the best creations on earth, wrestling wise. Like, but
And,
no,
and he does a good rendition of My Way by Frank Sinatra.
of course. Like, I get what you're saying, but like I said, Sonya had major TV time. Like she was like you cannot say that they didn't try to push her. It just
Her, Mandy, and Sriracha.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did. I mean,
right?
no doubt.
Like, so Sriracha pushed 3 tag teams. You had Charlotte and Becky, you had Mandy and Sonya, and then you had Asuka and Kyrie.
The Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
Now, the Kabuki Warriors, I think that wasn't really her pushing them. It was more so of giving her a role on TV.
For like
and a
half
major
a
role
year.
would be good.
Which I thought was pretty funny because, like, Asuka would be talking all this stuff, but like Sriracha didn't know what she was saying. and just trying to talk for the group when saying something completely different. It's fun. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't have the same issues with Soraya or Paige that other people do. I mean, I don't think that she's had what's come off as the greatest, beginning to her stint in AEW yet. I don't like her character all that much so far, but I liked Paige in WWE. I never had a
Oh
problem
yeah.
with her. I mean, I always liked her. I thought she was a good wrestler. She's a good
Hmm.
promo. I don't have any
She
problem with her.
was
Now, to be
she was my
fair, like,
niece's favorite.
to be fair, I mean, if she is, did she get pushed more than some people that are probably better than her? Possibly,
Eh,
and sure, but that
eh.
happens to a lot of people, right? I mean, it's not necessarily who's always the best per se, right? It's who the booker likes, it's who can toe the line, it's who shows up, it's who does what they're supposed to do. It's all those things, right? On top of being
I
good.
mean,
So
who is better? Naomi? Who else?
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Who
I mean, I
else?
the horsewomen, obviously,
Well, they
um,
were the next generation. They weren't
I
in
guess
yet.
that's true. I don't know. I'd have to think back on who was there with Paige at the time. So, what year was that? What years were that? Um,
Like
when we had the Bella
2013
twins.
to 2016 ish.
When we had the Bella twins at that time, right? We had uh, who else? I mean, yeah. I'd have to really think about it to see. Yeah, no, I mean it's very possible that she was.
So what are we talking about?
We're talking about
Uh,
whether Paige was the best WWE women's wrestler at the time that she was in WWE.
So okay, and I heard the rest of it.
We're just trying to.
It
I was
was
trying to figure out who was even with her at that time in WWE. It was the Bella Twins, and who else? And who else was
so AJ was still there. Like
AJ
AJ
Lee?
was there for a good 3 years before she left with Paige. I want to say either 3 or 2.
but would you
Was
say AJ was better than Paige?
Yes.
was
Okay.
Lita already gone by that time? Lita was already
Oh,
gone by that time.
Lita was gone in
Yeah.
2006, so that
Okay.
wasn't even close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naomi
Uh,
was there.
Naomi.
did we
Yeah,
have Mickey or Beth at that time?
I want to say Mickey was gone too, because Mickey was in TNA. Yep, and then she
Hmm.
came
What?
back with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. What year was Beth Phoenix?
Beth Phoenix was at Total Divas, where it was 2013, and like she was, she was a Glamazon, but we're
So
still
Beth was
in the
probably
page.
gone by the time that Paige debuted on the main
Oh
roster.
no, she wasn't there no more.
Yeah.
They never had a match together. Nope.
Beth
It
was
was
probably wrestling when Paige was in NXT. But by the
probably
time that Paige came up, Beth was already gone.
it was weird when Beth retired because it felt like it was out of nowhere, and I think it was because I honestly think it was because of a contract dispute. Because like it was out of nowhere, and they're kind of teasing. Will she still stay? Like not teasing, but they're like, will this be her last match in her hometown? It's like what? It was real weird when uh Beth left because it was real abrupt.
So Paige was ranked #1 in PWI's female top 50 and Diva of the Year by Rolling Stone in 2014.
Hmm.
So I'm looking here at her.
Yeah, who was 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Oh no, I'll
So
tell you, 2013,
four
2014, she didn't have no one to compete with. But go ahead.
yeah, no, Paige surprisingly made her roster debut on the April 2014 Raw, the night after WrestleMania 30,
Mm-hmm.
congratulating Divas champion AJ Lee on the success
Mm-hmm.
of her win. Brie Bella, Tamina Snuka. So Tamina was around. Alicia Fox was around. Naomi,
Naomi. That's
Yeah,
one.
that's
Emma,
one.
Natty, Natalia.
Would you? I would say Paige and Natty were about even.
Yeah,
the thing
Nikki
about
Bella. Let's
the
see.
thing about Natty was she didn't have a personality. I'm like, I was real hyped when they paired her with Lana in the pandemic era, come like, okay, you don't have to talk. This could and it actually could have worked if they gave it more time. But of course, you only got 1 month to pull it off. If you don't, moving on.
So, in my opinion, I'm going to say there was one better and two that were as good.
Well, so here, Women's Revolution 15 and 16. Let's see. The introducing and debuting Charlotte and Becky Lynch as Paige's allies. And NXT Women's Champion Sasha Banks is an ally of Naomi and Tamina, which led to a brawl
Team
between the three teams. The trio of Paige, Charlotte, and Becky, originally dubbed Submission Sorority, was renamed Team PCB. So, I mean, I guess, it's debatable if at that time Paige was the better wrestler. I mean,
Which I want to point out that they changed the name from Submission Sorority because they thought it was too sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And tonight we watched the Banger Bros.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That list you just sounded off on. Yeah, she and she only beat Naomi because again, Naomi was still a fucking dactyl, so she didn't have that much time in the ring as she should have.
Exactly.
I brag. I get on the Bellas being called legend because I think personally it was too soon. I think it's personally too soon, but I will give you this: when they brought in the new girls, they stepped up. I will give Brie and definitely I want to say I'll call her Naomi so bad. What's her name? Brie and Nikki. I'll give Nikki some credit. They actually put some more moves together in the ring and was up to the level of all right. So the 10 minutes match between them and Charlotte is not gonna suck. I will give them that. Here's a thought. So that list was that the list of best wrestlers in WWE at that time?
Mm-hmm. But not really. It's just wrestlers that were wrestling with Paige when she was in WWE.
Because I was gonna ask because the reason why we had a Women's Revolution,
right,
and don't let Stephanie fool you, is because the knockouts on TNA were kicking butt, and best and one of the best chants in the world was better than Divas.
Yeah,
better than Divas.
No doubt.
So I was wondering, okay. Is Gail Kim should be on that list. Awesome Kong should be on that list.
Madison we were just talking about who was better in WWE when Paige was at the top of her game in WWE.
Right.
If there was anybody better. And when she was Divas champion, no. Maybe Naomi, but again, she was a Funkadactyl, and we don't know. I don't think she reached her potential yet. She definitely wasn't what she became.
Okay, I'll say this. When Naomi turned heel, Naomi turned heel, that was a missed opportunity because she was doing some real vicious stuff, and it's like I said, that's why I can't say that Sonya's being discriminated because she was LGBTQ, because she you compare her TV time to Naomi's TV time, and sorry, but Naomi deserved your TV time. That's why I'm I can't say that they are discriminatory towards you.
Well, gay white woman is still here, and black woman is still down here. I mean, she is still white, so she is still right. I mean, you're right, Sammy. I mean, definitely during that Divas era, I guess my only question would be when she was with Charlotte and Becky, and those guys came in, which she was definitely a part of that. Were they already better than her? I don't know.
Yes. You said Charlotte and Becky? Yes.
Charlotte, Becky, Sasha.
When they first came up to the main roster, they were already better than Paige?
That's my question. I guess that's debatable. That's what Anika's saying. Yes. I don't know. I think it's probably debatable, but yeah, I mean, I think Charlotte's probably been better than Paige just in general since I've seen them wrestle. I mean, just style-wise.
The all-women's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Empowered or not
Evolution.
Evolution.
Yes.
Yes.
At that point, I would definitely say that Becky and Charlotte were better.
Yeah.
By that point.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
I don't know if when they debuted on the main roster if they were better, but by evolution they were definitely better.
Sure.
Everyone keeps talking about that. Not sure that they did not Charlotte, but the whole Becky. No, not Becky. Dang it. 4 people. The whole Sasha versus Bailey both their matches, they're like, that was the best thing in the world. So I
Right.
think, and I don't like, don't know, and it's hard to, okay, I'll give her some grace with Paige. It really is the person, your dance partner has to be just as good as you to rank you up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they try to step Naomi up, but they never put her in that premium part where like Naomi versus Paige had a 20-minute banger, or Paige never had that 20-minute banger. So I will give her the grace of, I don't really know, because she didn't have that good, feet all 10 toes deep in match. I can't give you that match.
You also have the guys, though, that can wrestle a mop to a 3-star match.
This is true.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's definitely what's going to separate like the greats from the good ones, right? Like the guys that can come in and get a match out of anybody, the John Moxleys, the Bryan Danielsons, the Kenny Omegas, right? They can get a match no matter who they're in the ring. The Will Ospreys, they have a good match no matter who it's with. And then there's some guys that have really good matches when they're in the ring with really good matches, and when they're not, they wrestle to their competition.
Your Chris Jericho's for that.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
He's a good duet partner.
Yeah. Like yeah.
Like if you're already good, Chris is great to go against.
Right, exactly.
If you're not good,
decent,
Chris isn't gonna help.
Yeah, you're decent. He's gonna elevate your decent to great.
But if you're not decent, if you're below that, Chris is probably just gonna like
it
might be a little worse, it might be a little better. I don't know.
Like it won't be
it's still gonna be below decent.
It's gonna be like a C-. Now, while you say that, my mind immediately went to Sasha. Like I never seen a match with Sasha Banks where it's like, that could have been better. That was a D. That was an F. I don't think I've ever said that about Sasha. You could give the same thing to Charlotte. I'm not sure. Like, there's a whole lot of thinking back to
I think Becky falls into the Chris Jericho category.
Yep, she does. Where
I don't see Becky carrying somebody who isn't good to having a good match.
Yeah.
But I can see her carrying somebody who's decent to having a great match.
Right, exactly. And like nothing to do with with what we're talking about, but the Hell in a Cell between Becky and Sasha. If y'all it didn't give the praise it deserves because it came on first. And
match of the night. I'm telling everybody right now, it was match of the night. Everybody wants to say it was Roman. It wasn't Roman. It was Sasha and Becky.
It was so good. And the reason why it didn't get the praise it deserved is because a dump behind Hell in a Cell was the same night that ended stupidly. So, yeah. Just saying, like those are the kind of matches where I'm like, did Paige ever have? I'm really trying to think right now. Did Paige ever have the chance to have one of those great sink your teeth into matches? I don't think so. So I can't really say that she was.
Oh wait, am I thinking of the wrong year?
Yes, because So Becky versus Sasha was not during the pandemic. That was the headliner, and the match. The match that ended that was the stupid Fiend versus Seth match.
Yeah, you're talking 2019. I was thinking 2020.
Yes,
because the Roman match was 2020, and that's what everybody was 2020. Saying. That's the one everybody was saying was match of the night. And I was like, no, it was the women's Hell in a Cell match, but that was Sasha and Bayley,
which was really good too. Like it was really good, but of course the best part was when Bayley was trying to do something with the kendo sticks and the tape wasn't working. And then I think someone yelled at her, do it. She's like, it's not working. But yeah.
Can you turn your TV down just a little bit?
My TV? Okay. Oh, okay. So can you hear? Okay. I have headphones on, so you can still hear my TV.
When it was doing the commercial of that,
I think I'll
thing,
try it for. Okay, but you can't hear
like
anything.
I was able to hear the tone of that. And I was like,
Okay.
oh,
Can you hear anything else though?
nope.
Awesome.
So I assumed your TV was being close to the
No,
correct.
I didn't turn it up or off. I mean,
Oh.
I didn't
Maybe
turn
that
it
commercial
up.
was just. Maybe that commercial was just especially loud.
Oh, you know, it's a couple of times where the special effects they ump it up more than they need to. Like just in case you didn't hear this.
So 2019, 2020, or 2016?
For best women's wrestling?
No. For best Hell in a Cell match.
Say it again.
Best Hell in a Cell match?
What years again?
2016, 2019, and 2020.
Well, it's 2016. The first ever women's.
Becky and Charlotte, first one. Yeah.
Nah, definitely like, like I remember that. I remember the hype. I remember Mick Foley was giving it his all of that. Like, I remember that promo like it was yesterday, where Charlotte was like, "Give me the contract," and Mick Foley had to think like his eyes were like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Because you really don't know. You don't know what this match will do to you." And that was like, and you know, he hyped it up to the best. As the first ever, like, I appreciate the historic nature of it, but it's Hell in a Cell, baby. I need to see some bruises. I need to see just a little bit more gore. Like, it wasn't hyped up. It didn't have enough of the brutality that it needed to. 2019, 2020.
We still are gonna get a Charlotte versus Bayley and a Bayley versus Becky, though, right? So that's two more on the to-do list. The one we're not gonna get though is Sasha versus Charlotte. That's the one that's not gonna happen now.
Never say never. And this is me being selfish, but the thing that happened with Jay Briscoe's passing, the immediate thing that went to my mind is let all 3 matches happen. Like it's like throw the rule book out of the window of who's on whose brand or whatever. Let all the freaking dream matches happen. If you want Young Bucks versus Usos, give me like make it, find a way to put your egos aside and make it happen. You don't want that?
Here's what I would have wanted. I would have wanted a 6-team ladder match with the Usos, the New Day, the Young Bucks, FTR, the Briscoes, and oh shoot, who was the other team I was thinking of and just forgot?
FTR, Briscoes, Usos, New Day.
You only named 4. I named 5.
Right? I'm the last one you did.
Usos, New Day, Briscoes, FTR.
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks.
The first.
I had a 6th one in my head, but now it's gone.
Lucha Bros? Lucha Bros, maybe?
I was thinking it was a WWE one.
Like, WWE side, I was not really Street Profits, although I'm cool with that. Imperium? I wouldn't mind Imperium. But I get it. Yeah. Like, no, I would have loved that too.
Oh. Sammy and Kevin.
Okay. they're in enough for that. I'm good. Like I'm good with that one. But yeah. It's like right now Sasha's on a world. She says a world domination tour this year,
It's
right?
Shane McMahon.
It's Shane. But yeah, let Sasha do her world domination, and if it ends at the next WrestleMania, and she's still not under contract, let her be at WrestleMania. Let her fight Charlotte. Give me all the matches.
Oh, I miss Randy.
He might still come back. I still I still have hope.
A lot of people don't like Randy.
I don't like the Randy push. It was times where Randy got me, but it's just like don't over push him. Did you see? So on YouTube, they actually did the to promote Raw 30. They actually did a ruthless aggression era Raw promo, but had the people of today in it. So you have the da of my generation, but you have Roman, Brock, Uso, and I was just like, if you're don't just do it on YouTube, please open Raw 30 with this entrance because it was so good.
It's weird for me seeing wrestlers that are my age now.
What? Or are you frozen?
What you want me to name some of them?
No. Oh, I thought you were going to say more after you said wrestlers your age.
No.
That was it?
It's weird to me seeing wrestlers my age now.
Really?
Yeah. You got Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
You got Darby Allin.
Yeah.
You know, I would say that Hangman and Switchblade are my age. They're like 2 years older.
Even though Switchblade looks like he oldest. I'm sorry. You I need to see his birth certificate. He does not look 29.
I think he's 31 now, isn't he?
He don't look 31.
I'm gonna be 30.
I know it's like, yeah. When I hit 30 2 years ago, it was little things that hit me. Like they told me to do a survey, right? And usually it's like what's your age? From 18 to 24. And it's like now it's your age from 24 to 35. I'm like, wait, time out. Like that hit me. I'm like, don't do that. Or at my church, they have a young, not a youth ministry, a young people's ministry. And they're like the ages of 25 and down. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I can't. I guess put my little 1 foot in the grave. I'm sorry. I'm like,
just wait till you're 36.
It's like what are you? No, cause you don't feel. I don't feel it. Oh. I don't feel it.
I dig how they have it like half in color, half in black and white.
Like the little purple.
They're getting pretty good with these Instagram filters.
Holy shit!
What are you watching, Wise Man?
GCW. This is Los. I'm gonna fuck it up. Macizos, Ciclope, and Miedo Extremo versus the Ugly Ducklings.
What team is called the Ugly Ducklings?
Lance Lude and Rob Killjoy. They call themselves the Ugly Ducklings.
Now,
it's been a really good match. It's for the tag team titles. They took one of the guys and put him through a table or a door.
Speaking of Instagram, I made one of those.
Through 2 doors.
You made a reel?
I've only made one post on it.
What was it?
I said, who has two less teeth in his mouth and a mouthful of blood? This guy.
That's a good one. That's a good first one.
Doomsday Device Yep.
Let God open thighs.
Oh, he kicked out.
Let God open the knee close. Let God open thighs.
Oh. So they picked him up and threw him over the top ropes through 2 doors that were outside the ring.
I
Another
forgot what we
doomsday
were talking
device?
about.
Hmm.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Oh my god! He just killed him! Did you see that, Sammy?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
You
So they
were
had
not
the
impressed.
And the match is already over for me. The next match is about to start now. Jimmy Lloyd.
they had the dude on his shoulders and for like in like the doomsday device position. And then they did it, and then the other dude did a code red off the top rope.
Ooh.
Right?
Who's Jimmy Lloyd's opponent?
I don't know. I'm trying to get there. I just went live. I was behind because I paused it when I went outside for a minute.
So we're talking about Raw 30 and like being at the age where the wrestlers are now your same age. I kind of get that.
Well, I mean, still, most of them are, late 30s, but, like, there's quite a few now that are
Yeah.
late 20s, 30.
Like, I don't know. Maybe because when I was
The first
watching.
one I realized was Sasha.
Mm.
I was like, oh, she's a year older than me? Okay.
So when you were watching wrestling, like were you looking up to them or were? Cause like with me, I wasn't really looking up to them per se. I was just like, oh, these are some cool behind dudes I would love to party with. Like I wasn't really like my heroes.
Well, I mean, when I started watching, it was WCW when I was like 3 years old. Like,
You baby, you mensch.
and then when I started watching WWE, like, it wasn't too long before we got the debuts of Brock Lesnar and whatnot.
Okay.
And so, like, that was a whole different thing
Tailspin.
going on for me.
Yeah.
They didn't have Sting, but they got Goldberg, which, like for real, in the early 2000s, if they had gotten Sting instead of Goldberg, I would have been so much happier.
Well, to their credit, they tried to, and Sting was like, I don't. He's like, you know why he didn't go, right?
Because of Booker T.
Well, not because Booker T. They're like how they were treating Booker T, where he came out and The Rock said, "Who the are you?" And it's like, yeah, because like you think back on it. I'm like, besides Booker T, who worked his butt off to be a main eventer? Who else did they really treat that went from WCW over there after the takeover? And it was actually a decent push. Like it was a credible career after they went to WWE.
I don't know, Hogan and Nash.
And no offense, not really. Like they didn't win no championship. Well,
They
Hogan's
had their
They were
careers prior to
they were
WCW.
treated better than Booker T was.
Wow.
but you know what? But that's because they were in WWE, went to WCW, and went back. Like no one like that was a real homegrown WCW person that went to WWE had a good push.
Like after Booker T, what was it? Diamond Dallas Page, was he treated?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. And you know what? Why would you say that? Because that still pisses me off. He was also.
He was treated horribly, but like after Booker T, he was probably treated the best, and he was treated horribly.
Know. I don't even know. Being his new character, the Stalker. No, I don't want that character.
I mean, it's better than what WCW gave to Dustin. That what was it? 7? It was 7, right? Yeah, 7.
I think it was 7. Like, oh,
I love that Dustin just went out and then immediately just talked shit on the person who made the gimmick and the character and everything, and just like, yeah, this is all fucking stupid, and I hate this. I don't want to be here. Like that's how you
I love
debut.
it. We're not gonna act like this was a good idea. It wasn't.
But here's the thing: is if somebody did that nowadays, they would become the biggest baby face in the industry.
Right? Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think. I really don't think that has ever changed. I really think a good heel has always been the best baby face. Just give it time. Well, okay. Not best baby face, but cheered. But cheered. But more than a good baby face. You good, wife? You good, AL?
Say that again?
Are you good? Are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to catch my breath. I was outside smoking, and so I'm having a coughing attack over here.
I'm like, good. Your eyes are getting big, and I'm like,
no, I'm good. I was trying to follow. I'm trying to follow the conversation that you guys are having as well as watch GCW up here. So I'm all and not die over here either. So
it's like this is virtual. We cannot help you.
I know. I like every 2 seconds I have to mute it because I'm just coughing and I can't. I'm dying. But no. So what were you saying?
What were we saying? No. So it was. Don't know how we got here, but yeah. The people
DDP.
the people who crossed over from WCW to WWE after the takeover. Besides Booker T.
After the takeover, that's the key thing.
That part.
The takeover.
Because
we're not counting people like Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero does not
or Chris
count.
Jericho that jumped shift during the war. No, it's after the war and WWE clearly got beat.
Yeah. No, fuck, that's so long ago. I don't even remember like. Everything at that time meshes together. Who went over before, who went over after, who was there just in general, who was which company. So, I mean, if you gave me some names, I could try like DDP. Yeah, no, he never got it. But by the time he came, by the time he was a star in WCW, he was already old. And by the time he came to WWF, he was really old. So, I mean, to be fair. That is, but yes, no, he didn't get very good treatment. I mean,
like even
Booker T got treated pretty poorly, no doubt about it. At the same time, he's been with WWE for a long time and collected a lot of paychecks from them, and seems to be okay with it, right? Because he keeps taking the paycheck, right? So, I mean, here's the thing. Like we can be as people, you can be offended for somebody else. Like you can be like, damn, that's offensive. But if the person it's directed at doesn't give a fuck, like really, you don't have a whole lot of leg to stand on. And I'm not saying Booker T was happy at all. I'm just saying he stayed for a long time and collected a lot of check for a lot of years after that. You know what I'm saying? So
I think really it was the mentality of that day. That mentality of, okay, this is how it is. I just gotta fight my way to the top. Yeah. And it really does. It feels like when you talk to people of that, like Sasha. I wish Sasha and Booker T had this conversation of, it don't have to be this way. It's not. We don't have to fight this hard anymore. If they treat you poorly, we can go. This is not something we have to deal with anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no doubt. I mean, definitely a victim of time and circumstance for sure. No doubt. I mean, at that point, like you said, they had just bought in WCW and there was no one. Well, what are you going to do?
Right.
Like if you're a top level wrestler, what are you going to do? There's nowhere else to go. I mean, there just isn't. So.
Yeah, but like.
Here Roman is apologizing and promising he's going to change.
What I tell you? What I tell you? You thought it was a breakup? No, it was a heated argument. And
he's like the abusive boyfriend that smacks you around and then apologizes, brings you flowers in a ring, and promises to never do it again.
I told you the cooling off period has not ended. It's gonna be before the freaking thing over. He's gonna say, "I'm sorry. Here's some roses, baby. I'm sorry."
See, this is why I don't date.
No, you missed it. You missed it. ALW. So the first segment was him telling him to get out. Right? He's like, go find KO. The Roman Sammy conversation. Sammy was straight like, that's a breakup. Is it? Oh, is he out? I'm like, no, that's not a breakup. That's an argument. He's like, no, he just told him to leave. I'm like, no, that's an argument. It's a cooling off period. And then we got a little deep. It's like, so, and you have your relationships in where you have a heated argument. It's like, oh, I guess that's it.
Right? Sammy's like, oh shit, we had a fight. I guess it's over. Bye.
It's like, no, it was a fight.
Like, what you look like?
I'll say like maybe because I don't know. It's like SmackDown felt like it moved really quickly. We're already at the contract main event. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's already 6:45.
It's like, oh dang, okay. I mean, yay.
Yay.
I want like yay as in like not like, oh my god, when is this over? It's actually a pretty decent show where it's like, it's over.
I've also noticed that doing the stream at the same time makes the shows go extremely fast. Every time I'm like, damn, Rampage is over already? It's been an hour? Like, okay.
Right.
We've only been talking for like 5 minutes, I thought.
Only 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh!
Are you able to do reactions on other days, Anika?
Like, so my schedule comes out every Wednesday. It's never the same. What do you have in mind?
I was just wondering. One thing I'd really like to do is Stardom. I was watching Stardom this morning, and I was just like, man.
Like,
I knew while I was watching it, I'm the only one watching it right now.
Were you watching it at 3 a.m.?
Oh, it was like 6 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
So it was probably like 3 a.m. for you, though, ALW.
Yeah.
Like, so
it was live, though, right? AL. It was a live one?
Yeah. I woke up and it was on. And I was like, awesome. Sweet. Stardom.
Yeah.
Like, no, you'll have a better chance with me at night, especially now that winter break is over. Like that New Japan stuff is like, y'all really don't care about who has to work in the morning.
Yeah, no, for like New Japan and Stardom, I think we're better off either doing like a review of the show.
Yeah,
because we can all watch it. Like I can send you a link, and you can watch. We can all watch it and then do a review, so we can watch it when we have the time, right?
Yeah.
As long as you do a review within like 48 hours or something of the show, so it's not too stale.
Right.
Or I guess the other option would be like kind of like True Heel Heat does when they do their True Rewind, and we could literally watch the pay-per-view a day or two later on replay and watch it and comment on it like that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now the Sasha Banks, oh Lord, Mercedes Moné versus Kyrie. I do want to watch that live. I was very happy when they said it's not late. It starts at 10. I'm like, 10, you say?
Yeah, we'll do a watch along for that somehow. We'll figure that out. It's
like, I will bring coffee, and hopefully I don't have to go anywhere that morning. I will try to make that happen. Cause it's like, come on, like that one you have to watch live. Like I want to watch that one live, if at all possible.
What'd you eat for dinner?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
So I had yellow rice and gravy with a pork chop, but my dad actually brought me this. I want to say this seafood roux that I might just, cause I still have rice left over.
Seafood roux?
I'm looking at it, right? And I just see I see crawfish. I see shrimp.
Yeah, it's like gumbo and jambalaya.
I'm like, but I don't see rice. That's why I'm like, is it a roux? Like, look at it. I gotta heat it up, but yeah.
That's gumbo.
Gumbo don't have no rice in it? It can be just like soup?
Jambalaya has rice.
Okay.
Gumbo doesn't always have rice. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't.
No, it smells delicious. So I'm like, I have rice left over.
Is that andouille sausage on top there?
That's shrimp.
Oh, that's shrimp. I thought that was
With
sausage.
seasoning. With seasoning on top. That is straight up shrimp with seasoning on top. See? Look. That's a shrimp.
That's a shrimp.
That's what happens when you season your food good. It looks like other stuff. That's delicious.
So let me ask you a question about your yellow rice. What do you use to make it yellow?
Go to the bistro up the street.
Okay. So you buy it from up the road. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was a thing. My friend who's a chef said that yellow rice isn't. I'm like, what do you mean yellow rice isn't different from white rice?
I mean,
I don't understand.
I've made yellow rice using turmeric, but like
my guess would have been saffron.
Yeah, saffron's really expensive. So I mean, I can. I mean, I've used turmeric, but I was just curious, like if somebody else has other ways of doing it. But
yeah, I've never made yellow rice unless it was Uncle Ben's in a microwavable pouch in the microwave. Which actually low key was actually really good. Like that,
I eat those. I've eaten those for sure. I like them, no doubt.
No, cause you would think in the microwave it'll get mushy. Nope, you hit that timer right, put some gravy over it, and that's dinner.
Yep.
But
I'm
yeah,
planning on making a salad as soon as I'm able to eat solid foods.
That's your first choice?
When were your
Well, I bought everything Wednesday.
Wednesday. And
you still have turkey meat.
Say what?
I said you're still not eating solid food. We waited for the other to talk and then both get at the exact same time. I was gonna say, you still haven't had solid food almost 48 hours later?
I had a little bit of macaroni last night. If you count that
I'm bad at following the rules. Like, I didn't get big for no reason. Like, I like to eat, so like I can't. I'm not waiting. Like, I mean, I'll pack it full of gauze and deal with it. Like, I've had like 14 falls in my life. Yeah, I'm not. Well, they say you can't smoke for like 48 hours. I'm not doing that. Like, let me tell you, this is the God's honest truth. Okay, I am 46 years old, and I cannot remember the last time I went 24 hours without smoking, let alone 48 hours. It has to be since I was 14 or 15 years old. I mean, when I just couldn't do it all the time because I lived at home and I didn't have access to it all the time. But as soon as I was old enough to have access to it all the time, I mean, I can't, So, I mean, there's no way I'm waiting 48 hours because my tooth was pulled.
The most they're going to get out of me is gargling with salt water and eating non-solid.
No doubt. Yep. I keep that gauze up there as long as I can. And
I don't even do the gauze. As soon as it stopped bleeding, I pulled that gauze out.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, because I'm like, of course, solid food, you have to smash your teeth and that will hurt. But smoking, you just gotta inhale. How would that hurt? It
can pull out the blood clot, and if it does that, it can cause dry socket too.
Yeah. The sucking of the actual smoking.
But if you have a one hitter and you just don't pull too hard, you're fine.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, if you're not hitting a 5-foot bong, you know what I mean? Like,
doing major rips.
Yeah, and nowadays, right?
The max capacity.
Nowadays, even though it's not my preference, I just eat some edibles and I guess move on, right? Like,
right.
I mean, my preference is still to smoke, and I'm still a flower smoker. So I mean, but at the same time, I'll eat an edible just as quick. So,
but I mean, if you're just like,
yeah. And on the other side, like if it's only on one side, you just do it on the other side. I just eat the solid food on this side and not on this side.
Like I just breathed in through my mouth doing that. Didn't hurt my teeth at all.
There you go.
Just
now, I hate. Whoa. Okay, here we go.
Smackdown is over almost.
So, all right, so we're not even gonna get to the contract. We're just gonna hit people. All right.
GCW is at intermission right now. So
how long is it?
3 hours. It started at 5, so it'll end when Rampage ends.
Okay.
Let's see here. They were what's going to be our. Well, I think we only got 2 matches left.
Come on, KO. He has a J armband on. That is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of guys on Wednesday on Dynamite had J bands and
But
Dark and Darker.
Essentially, anybody who's a former ROH talent has been wearing one.
Yeah, and even ones that haven't been. I mean, a lot of WWE guys spoke that were never in ROH or never in
but
yeah.
but it's cool when you can see like the leeway WWE has of you can wear Iron Man. It's like you don't think like in normal people world this isn't this you have empathy and say sure, but in WWE where certain people are in charge, you're like, oh snap, he actually let them do it. It's,
Well,
like
they
it shouldn't
actually
be.
acknowledged that a wrestler from a different promotion passed away. Like I'm
It
surprised they
shouldn't be
didn't
a
just
shock.
ignore it altogether. Like,
like it shouldn't
Some of
be a
them
shock.
never even worked in the company.
right? Yeah.
Once.
Like they're like, who? Jay who? Like, no. I mean, at least they weren't like that. So
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's cool to see.
we've got Bussy. It's pussy with a B, right? Bussy.
Yes, you know how to
So
explain
Hey,
it.
yo.
Bussy.
Hold the phone. Does Sammy Uso have the same haircut as me?
We had this discussion. Didn't we have this discussion before? I know you asked about somebody else, maybe. Yeah, you kind of have the same hair, a little bit.
So rule of thumb with the men and the hair, right? You can't have both. The thing between you and Sammy, he has a full beard and long hair. That's when you get into you look hobo-ish, Daniel Bryant, goat face. Like that's when you get into that territory. You gotta pick one. You can't have both.
You can't look like Mick Foley.
You can't look like McFoley.
I don't know. After I get a couple more of these teeth pulled out, I'll be looking pretty McFoley-esque.
But like as long as like your facial hair is at point with your long hair. That's why you don't look the same.
Well, and you're quite a bit younger than Sami Zayn, so like,
Yeah.
your hair still looks your hair looks healthy. Sammy's hair doesn't look very healthy. Sami Zayn's
Am
hair
I
doesn't.
that much
Look
younger than him? And
very
also,
healthy.
my hair's gonna stay this way. It's all gonna be gray in like 10 years, but it's never falling out.
And like Sammy's beard, I looked at it today. I'm like he has a very full curly. It almost like if it was white, it'd be like a Santa beard. It was.
Sammy's hair is very out there. It's all like crinkly and all like it's a bit of a hot mess.
I like the crinkle though. I like the crinkle.
You're here for the crinkle.
I
The
can't
straight you can't.
I can't complain about my genetics because, like, yeah, half my hair is gonna be gray in 10 years, but I'm still gonna have hair in 50 years. So
See,
pick my
it's
battles,
like
right?
I will pick your battles. I will take full gray over falling out. Yes.
Well, you can't go falling out. Like if it's falling out, you got to just cut it, right? Like
Yeah,
just
gotta
go
cut it.
bald and be bald and fuck it and just do it. Like you can't be back here with the 3 hairs that come over the front. And, like you can't do the Donald Trump comb over. You can't do none of that shit. Like
No, like I had what's
shit, I was
up?
gonna say.
That's good.
Oh, it's blue. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was CM at first, and I was like,
Like-
what the fuck? What are we looking at the outside Varane? What the fuck?
For a
it's blue,
split
that's why.
second.
Should have known it was blue.
I knew it was blue from the get-go. So
What's good with it?
Shit, chilling. Something told me I was supposed to watch Rampage tonight.
Yeah, go
don't
ahead and
know
watch
why,
that
but-
Rampage.
Something told you.
Something told me.
Something told you. Yep,
Full
yep.
squad, let's go.
I've got Bussy in the ring here on GCW.
Mhm. Pussy fears nobody.
Bussy
Oh, no.
fears nobody.
Oh no, CM, you missed ALW explain the full explanation of what pussy means because no one
I
asked
missed
for
that.
that.
Oh,
So if I
Like,
rewind, I get that kind of quality content.
quality
Yes.
content, bro.
Quality content.
Look forward to seeing the clip.
One of these days, we're gonna have everybody that does it.
So before we get too far into Rampage, Sammy and Anika, since you guys really watch SmackDown, give us a rating for the show. Tell us your match of the night. MVP, LVP.
As a show or for SmackDown?
For SmackDown.
For SmackDown, I'll give it an 8.
3 out of 5. A very solid, good show. It moved by really quickly and nicely. MVP
for a wrestling show, I would give it a 6. For a SmackDown show, I'll give it an 8.
I hope Ethan Page beats the shit out of Jungle Boy.
Damn.
I don't like Jungle Boy.
A lot of hate there.
You hate Jungle Boy? Is that what you did?
I don't like him.
Jungle Man?
See, that's your fault, Blue. You said it and then he gets shoulder tackle like that.
It's Jungle Boy Jack carry me.
Okay, so I think Jungle Boy's losing this, right?
I hope so.
No,
probably.
No.
Y'all think
I think he
No?
loses this,
No.
and All Ego Ethan Page attacks him after the match, and Hook comes out and saves Jungle Boy, and then it'll lead into a tag team match for Rampage.
Yep.
No, I mean not Rampage. Dynamite next
I
week.
see Ethan Page.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, probably Ethan Page loses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, man.
We want what you said, Sammy, to happen, but it's not.
I don't want what you said to happen. I want
No.
Really?
Yeah. We want Ethan Page to win,
Why
but
would
we
you do
know
that? That's bullshit.
we know Ethan Page's not going to win. I do want Ethan Page to win, though.
Jungle Boy has the moves, but his execution is mediocre, and his personality is lacking.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
it's
Jungle
great,
Boy. I don't think he has any problem with execution. It's just his personality that's lacking for me.
It is such a good.
Man, I don't know. Maybe I be watching him too hard, but like, I be seeing him slip up in like simple ass moves, and shit irritates me because of the status that they put him at.
Yeah.
Not simple, but if he was bigger, they would hit harder. That's my pet peeve. Whatever move you're doing, I want to feel like you act like it actually hurt the other person.
Bryan Danielson legitimately choked out somebody. I'm just saying.
That needs to happen more often.
Like the match we had was that last week where it was BCC versus Top Flight.
Real life.
I'm here for
a
violence.
burglar. Like,
Oh, seriously? I didn't hear that.
none of y'all remember that?
Yeah, you stopped
It
the
was
robbery.
Told Divas. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I do not remember that.
The burglar was actually in the house. He surprised them, and
I thought you were talking about the Nexus invasion. To be honest,
That was my first thought.
The real Lord,
You done came into the wrong house today, boy. You done got choked out.
I cannot.
And hauled off by the police. I'm short. God damn. Like you done run up in there to do some shit. And you done left in cuffs and unconscious. Oh, hell no.
Nothing to do with wrestling, but I remember the same thing happened to LL Cool J. Somebody rolled up in his house and he hemmed them up until the police came. It's like y'all like if you gonna rob somebody, I need y'all to know who the freak house y'all are rolling up into.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they walked outside, they saw the composting, they were like, "Oh, well, some vegans live here." Shit.
We had a composting toilet, so you wouldn't see it.
What's up, Hassan?
Hey, Hassan.
Thanks for joining us as always. And for everyone that's joining us here at Workhorse Wrestling Network, thanks for making us your choice for your Rampage watch along. I know you got a lot of choices out there. Join us Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern for the cookout. On Fridays, here now, for Smackdown and Rampage and whatever else is on. I'm watching GCW. Don't talk to me. And on Saturdays, UTR post at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check it out. Leave us comments. If you're here watching, please interact in the chat. We'd love to talk to you. Love to hear your opinions on whatever you're watching. If it's just us, we appreciate it. Yeah. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button so you'll be notified for all the content that we drop. And dun 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 dun. I said it on UTR too, but While I'm watching GCW right now, we are February 11th, I believe, will be our first GCW watch along on the True Heel Heat Twitch channel. So we'll be getting a crossover between your people here at Workhorse Wrestling Network and your people at True Heel Heat. So, join us there in February, ongoing in February for GCW watch alongs. We will post that on our Twitter and our Facebook, and we'll let you guys know when it's going. And True Heel Heat will also promote it and so on. So, yep. We look forward to you joining us on their Twitch channel.
Comments on Under the Radar when it drops tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. ALW and I watch AEW Dark Elevation, Impact, and BTE. So comment, like it, watch it. You lazy. You lazy.
I had something to say. Forgot what it was. So instead, I'm just going to change the subject and bring something up I said earlier.
I'm scared.
What?
That's great.
Get ready to mute me again, ALW. Shout out to lesbians. Shout out to lesbians.
What?
All right, you can mute me now.
Why are you shouting out the lesbians?
That part, you need to be shouting out lesbians and then not have a thing of why.
So he dropped the mic. He muted himself. He didn't even let me mute him. So earlier, he made a comment about how Sonya Deville deserves a little extra respect because she knows how it is to date women. And Anika didn't take that comment too kindly.
Yeah.
And so we muted Sammy for 30 seconds.
Exactly. What does that mean? You're gonna leave after you said it,
right?
He never said what that means. Just because you don't know what a breakup is, Sammy, don't mean that every other dude don't know how to. Other dude.
What is he talking about? Like in the
okay, so what happened was, so we're gonna get into it. Roman was still mad at Sami Zayn, right? Because they lost the tag team match before in December, right? And he hadn't taken care of business in his eyes. So they had a segment where Sami was trying to smooth things over, and Roman was like, "Just get out, just get out. I'm tired of dealing with you. Go find KO. Get your own bloodline. Get out." For some reason, our Sammy was like, "Oh, is it over?" I'm like, Sammy, no, it's not over. He's just being abusive, Roman. He's like, no, it's over. He just told him to get out. I'm like, Sammy, it was an argument. The cooling off period hasn't happened yet. He's like, oh no. I'm like, Sammy, it's just so.
And then he was all, that's why I don't date. Sammy was all, that's why I don't date.
Now, fast forward to the segment of we're going to do Charlotte versus Sonya Deville on SmackDown, right? And then we did the whole economical thing of why Sonya should get enough shine or has she got enough shine. And so he was like, I'll give you this. Sonya, I give props to Sonya. She knows how difficult it is to date women. And then it was this face I gave him. And you still haven't come. Stop being a punk, Sammy. Come back and explain your doggone self.
You know what?
You ain't getting applesauce. You don't take that long to get applesauce.
You know what? We not gonna worry about Sammy and his things. We can look at Jungle Boy and his luscious hair. This match is going longer than I thought it would.
Like hairy body is about to do a top rope splash.
I can hear you, but
barely.
Sorry, Pero with his extremely hairy body is about to do a top rope splash on the alley catch.
I can't. Hairy bodies freak me out.
Like, wait, hold up.
Hairy, like you got all that sweat and must, and it just.
So, like, one of the biggest deciding factors between heels and faces is whether you have chest hair or not, right? Because the heels have chest hair and the faces are all clean shaven, right?
That's gross.
Yes. I will straight up be Team Blue's girlfriend. Yes, I will be a part of the team. Because you don't be acting right towards her, and you should give her the time. And this is couple's time. Yes.
Drew McIntyre has chest hair. Sheamus and Randy Orton are clean shaven.
What?
That is true.
I think I missed it. Why did you say it?
Well, because I was saying that mostly faces have no chest hair and heels have chest hair. And so he was noting that Randy Orton and I forget who the other person was don't have chest hair, and Drew McIntyre does, even though it's the opposite way.
If y'all don't shut the fuck up,
What? You shut up. What's wrong with you?
Right? I'm like, who are you talking to?
over here talking about Team Blue's girlfriend, do not encourage her.
You the one who put it in the chat. That's your fault.
Put her on. She's more interested than you.
Let her be a fan. Let her choose whoever she want to cheer. Right here.
He got off real quick.
He got off real quick. I can tell him what you just did, but it's fine.
Oh, he came up here talking shit. Oh, damn.
Oh, no. He didn't say nothing.
He's getting what he...
Oh, no. CM. He flipped the bird.
Huh?
He flipped us the bird. That's what Blue did.
Flip who the bird?
He put us. We come out Team Blue's girlfriend.
Oh,
Hey, I'm a snitch.
Ethan lost. Ethan lost.
He did. He was trying to cheat by pulling Matt Hardy's hair, but Matt took it off, and then Jungle Boy reversed it.
And Hook came out.
Bloom, 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 bloom.
I can get jiggy with this. Blue's girlfriend. I apologize. I do not know their name. But we stand on your side.
We said it yourself.
Are you salty? You salty, Matt Hardy?
Oh.
Well, this is Matt Hardy in conflict right now. He doesn't want to be with him, but he's under contract, so he has to.
Yeah, I'm curious as to who's going to own his contract next.
Oh.
I thought this needs to be like Cora Jay's skateboard and just disappear. like we don't need I don't need a definitive ending towards this storyline. Just stop
but
it.
on BTE, we're getting like a break of Matt Hardy where he's kind of becoming more and more broken, perhaps. So we'll see.
Alley Cat kicked Charles Mason in the balls in the middle of the ring.
Good job, Alley.
You know what? I say Christian.
To save Matt Hardy?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. I was saying Christian owns Matt Hardy next.
That would be interesting.
I wouldn't mind that. I want Christian to come back. Let's be very clear. I still want the Jungle Boy versus Christian match. That'd be his last match. I think that'd be a good place. I mean, that's a nice way to go out. I do want that.
Is it because
don't be hating on this hair?
Is it because he gets to be around Willow all the time if he wants? Is it because we on his team and we don't like you? What is it because, Blue?
There's so many options of why you hate him, but if you want to tell the truth, it'll set you free.
Yeah.
No, I tweeted out about the show tonight. Yesterday.
I saw that.
Maybe this morning.
Yeah, I liked it and retweeted it.
If you like it, then you should retweet.
I added on at the end, even if you ain't shit.
I saw that.
I love that.
You know those are like lyrics?
What?
Even if you ain't.
Even if you ain't shit, sorry that you ain't shit. Hold on, let me go find it.
What song?
That's a song.
Do it! Oh. Alley Cat was gonna pile drive Charles Mason, but switched it up into a.
carry is a very strong word. He holds his own, and it depends on who he go against, if it's better or decent. But he never has been carried, Blue.
Oh, alley catch.
Was Stone Cold able to carry?
Bussy with the win.
I think it's the same book of. I think he's in the same boat of Jericho, where he could hold his own. It depends on who he wrestled. I don't think he ever carried anyone, and that's like I'm really trying to think. Like the match y'all love was like him versus Bret Hart. He didn't carry Bret Hart. He just held his own. Like anyone, like did he ever go against like Kurt? Yeah, Kurt him versus Kurt Angle. He didn't carry the match, but he held his own. Like I'm trying to think of anyone else technical. I don't think he ever had a match with Chris Benoit 1-on-1. But yeah. So like he never carried. He just held his own, which is fine. You can hold your own, and you're a decent person. You can have a fabulous career. You don't have to care. Like carrying people is what superstars, ring generals are for. But not everyone has to carry everyone.
Oh, and the song is called "Everybody Ain't Shit." It's on D-Day by Dreamville. It's Earth Gang.
Of course, Earth Gang.
Everybody ain't shit.
D-Day, the Gangsta Grills mixtape. If you haven't listened to a Gangsta Grills mixtape in a while, listen to that one. Every song is a banger.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
All right, I'm gonna see what this gumbo is about. So I'll be back real quick.
Yep.
Just like you, just like you.
I did check out Glorilla. I like it. I like it.
You like her?
Yeah, I like her. I like her.
Just don't look up what she likes to eat. Just don't do that.
I like her voice. She doesn't sound like your traditional girl. I don't know if that's auto-tune. I don't know if she's got something going on with
that's her
really
voice.
her voice.
She sounds like a typical Memphis girl.
Yeah. She's got a little bit deeper voice though. Like it doesn't have kind of that higher kind of whiny that I feel like you get sometimes from.
Have you ever?
Don't get me wrong. I like Nicki Minaj. I like Cardi B. I like but they get a little whiny sometimes just in their tone. So sometimes they can get a little high and sound a little whiny. But I like her deeper register.
So now when I say F and F, you will understand. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Are you still watching both shows, Sammy?
Yeah, it was brought up about the gumbo, and I was like, I'm gonna see what hours the Cajun place in town is open, and then when I checked it, it said temporarily closed, and I'm like, oh shit. I guess I can't get Cajun food here anymore. Unless I make it myself.
So there's a bit of
jumbo, but I can do jambalaya.
Like I haven't been watching GCW long enough or enough to know like really what's going on here. But the two white guys with the black guy in the middle of the ring, all like on his knees, doesn't have the greatest look. I'm not totally sure. Do you have any idea what's really going on here?
No.
I don't even know who the black dude is. I think they just said his name is Billy Dixon, maybe? I'm not.
I don't think we should talk about this segment right now. I feel like it's gonna go in really bad places. But we have Ortiz in the ring on AEW Rampage. We are also ignoring Blue airing his grievances out about Jungle Boy. Save it for Festivus.
Charles Mason is great. He's a heel. He just was screaming in some kid's face. Some little kid with the lucha mask on. Sure. He was like in his grill.
When you don't care about the children.
When you don't care about the children. Ricky Morton versus Tony Deppen.
Wait, who?
Right? Ricky Morton, you heard right.
Blue. If Jungle Boy was Tyler Perry, we wouldn't have this conversation. We wouldn't be having this conversation. Why does Eddie Kingston have a chair?
What kind of stupid?
Hold on, I'm
Mhm,
not there yet.
mhm,
Kingston with the chair.
I can't hear nothing.
mhm.
I don't like it. No, that was
Don't
stupid.
count as a woman. She is possessed. Possession means that she basically a man, so she can get hit. This is wrestling, not real life.
I didn't like that excuse either. That was I didn't like how that went down.
So wait, he draws the line at Eddie almost hitting a woman.
I don't know. And when did that happen where Eddie almost hit a woman?
Oh shit!
They're talking about Julia.
Is this why Eddie doesn't keep friends?
Yeah.
Except for maybe Mox.
Yep.
But even then But even with Mox, they had to have a cooling off period of, you know what? I need a minute away from you.
I mean, they did come back together when he saved Mox from what was supposed to be a spectacular explosion.
But that took a it took a barbed wire death match for that to happen.
And I did appreciate those promos. And I did feel really bad for Renee because I could clearly tell she was like, you're never taking it. Y'all, he took a vacation.
Right?
A vacation.
He's concussed. He had a vacation.
I wonder how long it's going to last.
You know, now that I'm
It's
thinking
been a week.
Yeah.
about the barbed wire death match, like I kind of want some sort of movie to play into something like that. Like maybe with the Joker and Batman or something, where like Batman thinks the whole building's about to explode and he's gonna die, and he's just like holding Robin, and then just it's a sparkler, and then it
While
says
you're
"Jokes on
playing?
you," and then end of movie.
Don't we kind of get that with Tropic Thunder until they set off all the bombs?
I feel like that happened.
Like we kind of got that with Tropic Thunder, just a tiny bit. Oh, does he get an actual? Oh my God, Willie Mack got an actual interest in music.
Yep.
On Dark Elevation, he just came out like on the Dark Elevation like music.
I love Willie Mack.
No, he is not. Come on.
Stop being disrespectful to Jungle Boy Jack Perry
For
like
no
that.
good reason.
You don't be mad because he has everything that you wish you did.
It's also a rematch here between these two.
Yeah. Well,
Because this was the dark match.
Yeah, the Dark Elevation.
So on GCW, we're about to get 65-year-old or 70-year-old Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express
retiring 3 years ago
versus Tony Deppen.
Does no one remember that when they were supposed to retire?
Oh yeah.
I thought Kerry did well.
Kerry did well earlier. Kerry, I think, has a bright future. It'd be, he needs a little more work, but yeah, in a couple years.
No one else remembers that timeline but me.
I remember him. I remember them retiring.
I didn't see it.
I could have sworn they said they were retiring like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, they did. And now he just wrestles alone with his son sometimes.
So his partner, you know what? These motherfuckers is going legit. Him and Ric Flair just in the ring,
right?
Willie Mack. Oh, that was short. I loved it though. I loved it.
It's already over, the Willie Mack match?
No, Willie Mack was showing out, and then Brian Cage shut it down. It's still going though.
Okay, that should be a really good match.
Do they still let Funk wrestle?
Ooh.
Do they still let what?
Do they still let Funk wrestle?
I don't know. I haven't heard of Funk wrestling in a while.
Terry Funk. I thought he was like in a home.
I don't think he's in a home.
They're at a home, but I don't think he's wrestling.
No, I thought.
I mean, you say that like people in the home haven't wrestled before.
No, like because like I thought he had like dementia or something, and he had to like go to like a home because he couldn't like staying at home wasn't safe for him anymore.
Well, let's Google it and see.
Yeah.
What does the great Google machine say?
I'm willing to bet that most people in a home that have dementia do wrestle. They just don't realize that they're wrestling every day. It's usually with the staff, though.
But you know what? That sounds low-key fun. Where it's like, let them relive their days in their youth. Safely, though.
Sheesh.
Like, now you want me to be, I want to be a nurse in the mental home now. Where I just want to be a ref, I want to referee the matches. There's a qualification! Hey! Get him out the ring, Terry! Get him out the ring!
The last
that is not what pudding is for.
Per Wikipedia, the last time he wrestled was September of 2017.
Really?
For big time wrestling in Raleigh, North Carolina, where he teamed with the Rock and Roll Express.
Which is the city that my city's named after.
But it doesn't say anything on here, not on Wikipedia, about him being really. It doesn't say.
How do you pronounce it?
Raleigh.
No, Raleigh. I was asking ALW.
Raleigh.
There's no other way to pronounce it. Is there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But the city that I live in was named after it. Because a lot of the people from here are from there.
Terry Funk in
we changed the vowel at the end though when you say it for our city.
Oh, there you go. You're right, CM. What does it say? July 6, 2021, Terry Funk, the WWE legend, is receiving residential care for multiple health issues, including dementia.
Aww.
The retired pro wrestler is 77 years old. So I don't know. I mean, he's still alive. So, but yeah, he's got dementia apparently, and some other issues going on. So, probably not wrestling anymore.
I mean, 95% certain. Like his family actually likes him, unlike Ric Flair. So.
Right.
Like I'm now fully into Sammy's fantasy of these people wrestling in the home. So like now like Mick Foley is still good, right? I can see that was his homie. I can totally see Mick Foley visiting Terry. It's like one more match. All right, let's go. I'm like, I want to see that now. And Mick Foley is totally doing the match with him. That's a nice thought. That is a nice thought to see.
A lot of times they don't go back to that early. They go that late. They go back to super, super early.
So you say that ECW where it's like, oh,
no, I mean
inanimate object. Oh,
I mean, yeah. And they look at you and they see family members. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well then, okay. Now then, how about this? Being a kid watching, you gonna watch wrestling? I'm like, yeah, Saturday night main events on like that. That's a good thought too. So they're giving Willie Mack versus Brian Cage a whole lot of time. It went to the freaking commercial. I'm like, okay.
Nice. Is there picture in picture?
It is picture in picture. Why the hell do you sound like you in a freeway?
I have no idea.
Are you going through a tunnel?
No, I'm sitting in my bedroom.
You sound like you were going through a tunnel. Like nigga.
So question.
Okay.
Quick question. Did y'all hear me burp?
No.
All right, thank God. Moving on. I just like it was like if you did, excuse me. If you did it, I don't want to be rude and just
Well, now that
be
you
burping.
said
Now you said you got to say excuse me.
me,
Excuse me. I'm like that means sound rude. I'm just burping. I don't think because I think y'all don't hear it. Moving on. What are you gonna say?
never just act like it never happened. That's the key. You are a woman. You is in the woman's head.
I was going to say, excuse me.
We don't burp. We don't fart. We don't.
That's right.
Sweat. We don't do any of that. And if anybody thinks that we did, we tell them that we did it. You
that is a very uncomfortable situation. I had never taught that.
My goodness.
Moving on.
Question for y'all: has anybody seen or is going to watch Velma?
Yeah, I've watched the first 3 episodes.
It looks so good.
I like it. I mean,
it looks very interesting.
My friend that I used to do another podcast with on movies and TV, he doesn't like it, but he's not into the whole spin the dark spin on, the Scooby-Doo he loves. But for what it is, it's fine. I mean, here's the thing, like, as long as they're fictional characters, I don't really give a fuck what you do with them. It's not somebody in real life. You can do whatever you want with them. Sure, does sometimes that shit stray from canon or from what you grew up with? Sure, but so what? Like, I don't. And this is clearly an Adult Swim type show, even though it's not on Cartoon Network Adult Swim. So you take it for what it is. It's hysterical. I thought it was fucking hysterical.
Do y'all like Mindy Kaling?
I do.
I do in general.
That explains it.
You don't like her?
I don't like her.
No. I think anyone.
But the only cartoon I watch is Rick and Morty. I wanted to say that.
Yeah, see, I don't like Rick and Morty.
They're all together. Okay, if you like Rick and Morty, then you need to watch Gravity Falls because it takes place in the same universe.
I like Gravity Falls.
Like Gravity Falls, if you the when they go to when they do the portal episode, you can see Dipper and Mabel coming through a portal.
I stopped watching cartoons like 20 years ago. The only exception I made was Rick and Morty, and I didn't start watching that until like season 4 was already out.
I'm telling you, watch it with Gravity Falls, and you get a lot more backstory than what you think you do.
I watch cartoons all the time. Like, if left to my own devices, I'll watch cartoons alone. But I have a grandson too, so I'm watching. Well, now I'm watching like Disney X stuff, which is really been like little kid stuff. But yeah, I love cartoons. I'll watch any cartoon, especially if it's a big production cartoon. Any Pixar, Disney movie, anything like that.
If we're talking like a movie, like a Pixar movie, I will watch those. I thought we were talking TV shows. I don't.
Well, both. I was referring to all of them in general myself, but
going back to the question before that, no, I don't like Mindy Kaling. I think that her work is highly repetitive, and she puts herself in a position every single time to belittle herself, her culture, uplift one type of culture, seem to make herself the outcast, but try to make everyone else look worse. And she is the most unlikable character on the entire thing.
I completely agree with everything you just said. Like, I watched that Mindy Kaling show. I didn't make it through the season. I did not. I gave up on it, and yeah.
So did the network. So you're not the only one.
So to be clear,
Brian Cage wins.
Yes.
Brian Cage won.
To be completely honest, I have not watched anything with Mindy Kaling being the star, so I can't really put a.
You know her from The Office, and you like her from The Office.
I haven't seen The Office.
Office, she played a stereotype.
Okay, but like
everything that Mindy Kaling has produced, been in, anything like that, she is the same character.
But like, I will say this: I was working at my job, right, and it was a father and his daughters, right, and he just asked me, "So, what do you think about them doing Velma, and they're making her darker?" I'm like, no. So we have a poster of Little Mermaid, and so I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. And so his daughter was having the argument of no, why are they doing this to my characters? And then she brought up Velma, and this is a black child. And she's like, I don't understand. This is her literal words. They're blackwashing her.
Well, technically, they're Indian washing her.
Yeah, she looks more Indian than black.
She is Indian.
But the deep
Mindy is Indian, but the Velma character, yeah, her face looks. I mean,
no, the Velma character in this is Indian. Daphne's Asian, Shaggy's black, and Fred is still white.
But like my thing was, okay, the definition of whitewashing is not what you're attaching this new Velma to. And I'm like, I don't want to look at your father stupidly, but I'm looking like, if you don't tell this, teach your kid, because she's like I'm a nice person, but she's gonna say this out loud to the wrong person to get her behind whooped. I don't know if she goes to a bougie border school or boarding school or not, or a bougie private school.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw the character changes, I kind of gave it a double side eye of just like, for real. Like, you got the stoner guy who eats all the time. That's pretty lazy. And they made him black.
Anti-weed.
Well,
then you have Daphne, who is a fashion person who also knows martial arts, and they made her Asian.
She lost that too.
Now, like
about the characters, they took it away.
Now, I haven't watched it. I liked her explanation, Minnie's explanation of, if I'm doing a voiceover, it's weird to do a voiceover of a white cartoon character. And I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. So when she said that, like, yeah, that makes sense, right? If I'm doing a voiceover, like, I know in the past we have people doing voiceovers for like Aladdin who were white, but now we're trying to redo it a little bit better. So it's like, I get that aspect of that. Now, what you're saying is, what you're telling me, Sammy, it's like they're just changing everything about the show. And that, I'm like, okay, you don't have to take it that far. We're a martial artist, fashion person.
So they made Shaggy black.
What?
Shaggy was made vegan 20 years ago.
He was vegan, then he started eating meat. There's
when did he become vegan?
About Scooby-Doo. Scooby's not in this one.
All right, so
also, are you talking about the same Mindy Kaling who backed up her brother who pretended to be black so he can get into med school? And then brother was out?
So like,
okay.
I'm not a fan, so like I don't have really a strong opinion. So it's like, all right.
I mean, I remember like 10 years ago when they had made Velma Hispanic, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
The best one that's like most updated besides Zombie Island, do not. If you're gonna watch a Scooby movie, just kind of leave it Zombie Island, which is that type situation. Mission Incorporated.
You didn't like The Witch's Ghost?
No, I like Witch's Ghost, but Witch's Ghost, Zombie Island are like the two like last movies that are really good.
Yeah, well, they had the Alien one and then the video game one, and I didn't like either of those as much as the first.
They went back to the old Scooby with those, and then I liked them acknowledging that the characters were aging and were changing, and
I'm pretty sure all four of those movies were made by the same crew and production and everything year after year.
If they were, they changed the budget.
I think it was like 2000 to 2004, but they probably did change the budget though.
But
between 2000 and 2004.
Don't do that. Mission Incorporated is the most recent, up-to-date one that's actually pretty good, and it keeps a lot of the same tropes that they had, but it actually gives them depth.
The last one that I had seen was What's New Scooby-Doo, and that was still going when I stopped watching cartoons.
So I
didn't watch the
Mission Incorporated takes place in an alternate universe. where actually everything is very real. But the ghost of the first Scooby-Doo show actually worked in this universe, but they were actually
Scooby-Doo, I see you.
There was a reason that they were. And at the end of Mystery Incorporated to the first iteration of Scooby-Doo, and it explains a lot more of like why the kids weren't really phased by these ghosts and stuff. If you have HBO Max, you can watch it. It's 52 episodes.
Let's take a moment to talk about Freddie Prinze Jr. I wish you luck, good sir. I wish you all
follow
luck
your
in the world.
But you know what?
Follow your dreams.
You know what? I'm not sure you're being sarcastic or not. I think you are. But that show that Renee had on FS1, what was called? Backstage. Mm-hmm. So they had this segment called Promo School, right? And that's when I found out that Freddie Prinze Jr. actually wrote for WWE. So he went up against I want to say Austin. Yeah, Austin Creed. I was like, I don't like. That's weird. I know his name's Austin Creed. What's his name in the New Day?
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods. Like that was weird. I'm like, wait, okay. So that's flip. So like then he went against him, and so he actually did this actual decent promo. He was like, you know what? Forget this. Join me. They want us to fight. It was actually like, okay, I can see how you had this job to write promos. So I think if he had a good shot, he could do this. Again, building it from the ground up is very hard. I just say, just buy out a smaller company and start there.
Oh, his first name is legit Austin.
Yeah, isn't it Austin? Yes, his real name is Austin Creed. You didn't know?
Creed's not his last name.
Well, that's his gamer. That's his name for gaming.
Isn't it Austin Watson?
Mm-hmm, that's his name.
Austin, is that what you said?
No, Austin Watson.
Oh, Austin Watson.
So you have
Austin. I was like, oh, hell no.
Which is actually still a pretty good name.
Austin. Whatever Adam Cole's last name is, Claudio Castagnoli, and Flip. I just forgot Tyler Reese's last real name. But yeah,
Matthew Clement. Yeah. So you got Austin Jenkins, Austin Watson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Clement.
Adam Cole has one of the blackest
Claudio's real name?
White dude I have ever met.
What is okay?
Back up! I'm so confused. What's Claudio's real name?
Claudio
Castagnoli.
Okay.
His last name is Castagnoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now go back to Adam Cole. What's his name?
Austin Jenkins is his real name.
What the?
Austin
What
Jenkins?
in the black? Austin Jenkins.
Austin Jenkins. You
Austin Jenkins.
Adam Cole.
I don't think a white person from Austin Jenkins. Wow.
Austin Jenkins.
My second or third cousins, their last name is Jenkins.
We already established your great grandfather banged the black
I need to already establish this.
We already established that.
Are we gonna have to take you on like that Harry Lewis Gates show? Where they do the
Find your roots.
Find your roots.
Everybody is still talking about when Al C found out he was like 7% black, and everybody was like, you know what? It makes sense. We told you. We told you that you wasn't what you thought you was.
Low key, those TV shows were bomb. I really did love watching those and the little surprise looking things.
We know why we all watch True Blood. The acting is not that good. We had LC.
I remember watching Snoop Dogg get his DNA work done on TV. That was a long time ago.
That one.
I missed that one.
I think it was like 44% black or something like that.
Yeah.
What I do find really interesting, and I didn't know this, you're not guaranteed. You can be more one parent than the other. I didn't. So just because one of your parents is 100% whatever, let's say black and white, doesn't make you 50% white, 50% black. You can have some sort of different mixture. You could be 80% black, 20% white or 80% white, 20% black, or like because my wife is Filipino. Her dad is almost full Filipino, and her daughters, they did their ancestry 23 and whatever me thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And the one daughter has like, I don't know, 18% Filipino, and the other daughter has 0. And so I was like, well, that doesn't. So I did some reading on it, and that was the first time. I just assumed, look, you 50% of your dad, 50% of your mom, right? But it
Yeah.
doesn't work that way. Like you can get
Then
more
wouldn't
or less.
everybody's DNA be the same? Like all the siblings'
You
DNA?
would think they came from the same mother. You would think, but apparently
No.
not.
Now the
apparently not.
whole 0% Filipino, I'm like, wait a minute now.
Right? Yeah.
How'd you come out of a Filipino woman and you ain't Filipina?
Right?
So.
Because she got more of her dad's white genes, I guess, and less of her mom's Filipino genes.
Nah,
Somehow, apparently, it works like that.
My mom's my mom. I got some Filipino. I don't care what 23andMe say.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you don't have to go by that. I mean,
like I was saying, with 23andMe and any other DNA test, they will tell you quite often if you read the fine print that they're not like 100% accurate, and they often readjust it. I find it funny when these folks go on like Henry Louis Gates, and then like Ben Affleck didn't want the fact that he had a family member who was like a slave owner out there. He got upset by that, and he wanted them to hide it. Versus Anderson Cooper, who was like, oh yeah, like he found out he had like a slave owner, and then the slaves killed him, and he was just like, it was deserved.
No. So did you hear this new story of what's his name? I know his last name, the Dr. Strange, Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
So you saw it. So basically, homie on TikTok or whatever, she was like, I've been waiting for this my whole life. Now, as you can see, I've done my family tree, the whole Ruth thing, and talking to my relatives. I got Cumberbatch in my family. She's like, honestly, before this dude, I never heard of a white Cumberbatch. Now, let's go back to history. Cumberbatches were owning my great-great-great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandfather. So, my reparations right here, and I know you made a cut on Doctor Strange. I need that check.
So
I need that check.
The people that were on the plantation are actually filing lawsuit against his family. So they may get some money pretty soon.
But here's the thing. I'm not sure. They said his parents told him to change his name if you're going to be a superstar. Now his dumb behind was like, no, I love the name. Baby, they was warning you. That wasn't about you embracing your roots. It was about us paying our reparations to these black people that we had to own slaves to.
Blue, we are talking. Well, we started out talking about how like Alcide from True Blood Italian. He was like 7% like black, and then it led into like the conversations about DNA testing for like genetics and stuff, and how you might be more one parent than the other because like there's no such thing as like a 50-50 check. You ain't getting one, Blue. Because you ain't shit. So ain't shit people don't get reparation checks. Hey.
Oh, and more so, it ain't even about the Cumberbatches owning slaves. It was about the end of slavery. They actually got a check about, oh, we're sorry that your slaves are free. Here's an extra $3 million to compensate you for the slaves. Like, what?
You remember that song where you about to lose your job? That's what he about to do.
You about to lose
right now.
You about to get this check. I'm about to get this check. All right. Back to wrestling.
Ready, and we are fighting right now, and like it's a match.
It's a match.
Actually,
I'm thinking back to the recession, a decade ago. And
yeah.
I'm just thinking, man, you had the government bailing out all these companies and stuff, and people still losing their jobs. What the fuck?
No. I was no.
Like I'm just thinking how companies matter more than people.
Oh yeah.
No.
Sammy, how can I help you keep your job if I don't have enough money to buy myself like a new Tesla? Like,
Exactly.
what's more important, you having food and your family being healthy, or my new Tesla?
Teslas aren't even physically responsible yet because the way that we get the electricity is still powered by fossil fuels. Yes, it's electric powered, but the electric is powered by oil.
Don't you want me to be able to drive my car with my mind? Wouldn't that make you happy?
But you can't drive it if it's freezing outside.
But Sammy, in my mind.
Why don't we put money into wind turbines? And well, I mean, for me, it's wind turbines. For you guys, it's probably solar panels or something. But for me, it's wind turbines.
I'm just saying, Sammy, it doesn't, like, your families need to eat and, have a house. It's not as important as my new Tesla, which is not as important as Blue's new yacht, which is not as important as me buying the ocean. And that's what really matters, Sammy. Me buying.
I feel like my state could really get into hydroelectric.
Who?
My state? I think we could really get into hydroelectric.
Okay, because I've heard
I don't
that.
think we're gonna.
I heard MySpace, and I was like,
no, my state, not my space, my state.
I mean, y'all are in a good location.
We have so many rivers, so many
rivers.
It's crazy.
It would make y'all bank, but who's your senators or your people in Congress?
Mm.
Yeah, check them out because
yes.
See, Sammy, new Benzes for like 6-year-olds. It's more important than your food, Sammy.
Oh yeah. I saw that commercial actually. 1-800 cars for kids. That's it. 1-800
Why
cars
do you
for
want
kids.
so much, Sammy? Why do you want food?
Oh my God!
But no.
And clean water, Sammy.
Like straight up.
Oh, clean water, clean drinking water.
Oh.
When the pandemic happened and the freaking Lakers got a bailout plan. When the freaking Lakers got a bailout plan, I didn't give a crap no more. It's like, are you serious?
I still laugh at how fast Twitter bullied people into returning like that PPP money.
But it was like, who's in charge of looking at the freaking application? You really didn't see Lakers. You really didn't see the name West. You really didn't see the name Magic Johnson. Like,
ooh, and how hard folks were fighting for everybody not to get like $600. Like, what the fuck?
But the Lakers, they need that extra bailout money. Evidently,
everybody needs that extra bailout money.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I like the pandemic when everybody was like inside, and everybody was chilling, and crime rates was mad low, and like food, I could get my
was low
faster, and
there was no traffic on the road.
I didn't have to like go to work like that. Like I had to work, but it wasn't like work. I didn't have to deal with them peoples. Like, I miss those days.
Like no, I say this, like, no offense, but the pandemic taught me that people aren't as crazy as they say they are. Because, like, there were no killing sprees. There wasn't any terrorists. Oh, so y'all only crazy when people are outside? When you was inside your house, you was pretty normal for the past year. So this tell me what's up.
I just want to reiterate, ever since everybody been outside been crazy as shit. When everybody was inside, we had our inside voices on, and we ain't had them problems.
So you ain't that crazy to invade people's houses and kill people. You were smart enough to stay at your home to not get corona.
Oh my God.
Damn, Action Andretti.
Bojack just put John Wayne Murdoch through a door in the corner.
Through a what?
Through a door in the corner instead of a table. You know they have doors under the.
A
They have, like,
DOOR?
Yeah, DOOR.
As in
Like
the
they have
thing that Rose wouldn't shift
Alright,
over
I'm
so
back.
Jack could fit too?
exactly. They have them under the ring. They use them in GCW like instead of a table a lot of times.
Ow!
Yeah.
My back hurts. Action Andretti's over here beating Daniel Garcia, and Daniel Garcia looks like he'd be cool with Dom and Rhea in WWE.
No. Let's be clear. Those are the plans that Sammy got him. Sammy. I rest my case.
I went and gargled with warm salt water.
I still don't like Sammy, but I do like the Sammy Daniel stuff with Sammy hugging on Daniel and like.
I agree with SP3. This should have been done way sooner. Like this should have been done as right when like Garcia had the pure title and Sammy was needed some recovery on his character. That's when it should have happened.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why does Sammy Guevara have on a nude wife beater? I didn't even know they made nude wife beaters.
Like, well,
I mean,
that's supposed to
I'm
be-
so pale, a white one looks like a nude one for me.
But you're not Sheamus pale.
It's probably a workout tank top.
Am I not Sheamus pale?
No, you have more color than Sheamus.
Sheamus is like.
To be fair, my elder sister is paler than me.
Like Sheamus, if you turn off the lights, he glows in the dark.
Yeah.
So Second Gear Crew won the main event here, and this show is over.
Okay.
It was a good show for the most part. I mean, to be fair, we were doing a lot of talking, and so there was some of it in the middle that I didn't catch all of it. So
we definitely had some fun talking tonight, that's for sure.
Yes,
Mance Warner has his son in the ring right now, celebrating the victory with them. From what I saw and really paid attention to, this is about like a 6 to 6.5, maybe a 7. It was a good show.
Ooh.
Good matches. I think the main event was probably the best match of the night. Like I said, I probably didn't get enough. I didn't get to watch it close enough to really have an MVP or an LVP. Sammy, you got an MVP or an LVP?
MVP.
Oh,
you know what? Fuck it. I'm giving it to Jay Briscoe. I don't give a shit. I'm giving it to Jay Briscoe.
I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. This show's not over yet.
Oh, what's going on?
Apparently, there's one more match: Gringo Loco versus El Hijo de Vikingo. I thought that the last match was the main event, but I guess
El Hijo del Vikingo is the person to watch, from what I hear. I've only seen like 2 of his matches, but they were both good. So.
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good. I mean, Gringo Loco is my spirit animal, so I'm a big Gringo Loco fan. But, Vikingo is definitely the guy to watch for sure. He's the.
So, Action Andretti.
Run, Action, run.
He beat Daniel Garcia. So
damn, really?
He actually looked good. So we know this about Action Andretti right now. He looked good in the ring. He needs work on promos. So don't talk until you can work on that. Just do your thing in the ring and you'll be set.
They have him with Ricky.
Right?
They have him with Ricky. What more do you got to do?
Let Ricky talk, and that's it.
Ricky, just talk to the boy. Like, get in the car, drive down the road, talk to the boy. Hopefully he picks up a thing or two.
And that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Ricky versus Buddy on Dynamite. We are getting
that.
Buddy.
It's Steven Spielberg, Ready Player One.
What about
it? Yep, it's Ready Player One. I guessed it from the song.
Oh, the movie that's coming on next?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
After Rampage?
I love how I can do that. hear a song starting up and moving, and be like, oh, it's that one.
Right.
I mean, you can basically do that with every Steven Spielberg movie, though.
I think I did it with Jerry Bruckheimer movies.
Hmm.
Like, doom, oh, Bad Boys. All right. Doom,
So
all
is-
right. Armageddon.
Rampage is over.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a really interesting skill.
Maybe movies, but like the first note of.
Like that for Sammy, it's like a specific director.
Well, especially for Steven Spielberg. Like if Jaws comes on, you know it's fucking Jaws coming up.
Okay, it's Jaws I get, but like most of them or all of them, no.
For
Yeah,
Steven
not me
Spielberg,
either.
I feel.
Unless it's a
Actually-
super iconic one, good luck.
I just thought of something. So when I went to a new high school, back when I was in high school, I remember I was in a music class, and me and the guy next to me decided to play a game where we would pick a song on the MP3, and the person would try and guess what the song was.
Mm.
And literally, he picked a song, and it hit 2 notes, and I just blurted out the answer. Only 2 guitar notes were played, and I knew from the first 2 notes of exactly what it was.
So
It
it's
was
like
Holy Diver, by the way. Holy Diver.
Holy Diver.
You're
Okay.
the star of the masquerade.
If
No
you
need-
want to be impressed,
Oh, wait.
look up on YouTube. They do the same exact game with Questlove and on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, and like I think they did every Prince song. And dude was like, I'm not even talking about a second, like 0.5 seconds. What song is this? And he got all of them right. Like, ooh, okay, beautiful ones. All right, brain.
So,
All right. Like, what? How does your mind compute this? This is why you need to have little attached, you call it electrodes. I just see how your brain transmits information when we hit the music button.
like that song though, it starts out, you know, and just the. I was like, oh, that's it.
I don't even know it was my favorite songs if I could do that fast.
Right.
2
It's
notes.
like
Two notes ain't enough for you.
Probably not.
if you want to play a
Maybe.
bootleg version of it, like watching Shazam and guessing it is probably like it's like, oh damn.
I suppose it
That's
depends on the 2 notes.
Yeah. Like, and that's the words of the song because people lose on that. Like, oh, that's Stand By You. No, the song is called this. Those were the lyrics.
I hate when
No
they
doubt.
do that. Like, give me the song's name is whatever the most popular and remembered lyrics are.
Right?
Right? I hate it when the chorus is something and then the song name is something different. Like, come on now.
That'd be frustrating when I'm trying to look up a song and it's like YouTube. It's like,
Right? I know
the
the catchiest part of the song.
but I'm gonna put this in and y'all. Hey,
What do you mean it's called tub thumping? I thought it was I Get Knocked Down.
See, right? Yeah, no. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down. No.
That reminds me of Fox back in the day. Like the local Fox affiliate, they would come like they would play that song and they'd be jamming, and like they would be having like clips of The Simpsons and shit. Good times, the 90s.
So what was your guys' match of the night from Rampage?
I gotta rewatch it, but I want to say it's Andrade versus Jericho. I'm trying to think what's the freaking first match. I'm low key being serious. What was the first match?
Sammy? Yeah. What was the opening match of Rampage?
Was it Brian Cage and Willie Mack, or was it Jungle
No.
Boy and Ethan Page?
Jungle Boy, Ethan Page.
Okay.
That's LVP because we all kind of forgot about that.
So, yeah.
I knew it was one or the other.
So yeah, I want to see to Action Andrade versus Garcia. Okay. I can't remember
know-
that he wasn't that good.
Sammy, are you seeing Gringo Loco's outfit is amazing, dude.
Mhm.
It's like a tie-dye. Yeah.
It kind of looks like he's got sunglasses on his shoulder blades.
I love Gringo Loco. I know his braids are cultural appropriation, but I like him.
I try and look at it as cultural appreciation.
I tried to too, but CM told me it was appropriation. So
Mhm.
It's appreciation when you appreciate the culture.
it's
And
appropriation when you do it.
the braids are never appreciation unless and until we get a law in which, the people that they actually were useful for don't get fired for having them.
Yeah, no
Number
doubt.
one.
Well, I fully agree with that.
Yeah,
And then number two, when you
I don't feel like
give us credit for them. Ain't no white chick from the 70s named Bo invented the freaking braids. The freaking Kardashians did not make freaking scalp braids popular. I know
That's
that was
hilarious.
white in the history book have braids. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
I definitely
Give us credit. That's
understand it
all
with
I'm saying.
athletes and stuff, though. Like, I mean, shit, if I was to do MMA, I would want them to give me braids. Because the alternative is, ugh. Like, I'm just thinking about those submissions and
Oh.
stuff and, like, having long hair, having my hair get stepped on and shit. No.
Oh no, you supposed to like definitely. What was Sonya's catchphrase? Hair up, nickel up. Definitely.
No, put your hair up and square up.
Yeah,
Hair
Harrison
up and
Square.
square up. Just give us credit. That's really what I want. Give us credit. I give shout out to my hairdresser Shaquan. She the bomb chick. She from Northwood, Hollywood.
I mean,
If you want to
they
go
could
over
do
there,
like
get her business.
they could have done just like Dolph Ziggler did when Naomi was doing his hair, or like Lance Archer did his hair.
Right. Just do that segment where it's like preparation for the main event. Have Dolph Ziggler in between her legs with the Vaseline grease on the side. Get them baby hairs. See, that is prime TV gold.
Oh.
What are you thinking?
Is he pinching his nipple? No.
Hey, somebody
I
trying
don't
to
think he was
touch his nipple
pinching
hole?
his nipple for a minute.
I mean, shit. What hairstyles are white dudes known for? Fucking crew cuts? I mean, shit.
The Justin Bieber.
I was going to,
the swoop thing.
The swoop,
The swoop thing.
The all the way over with the half the head shaved.
The bowl cut.
The bowl cut.
I don't think that's from white people though.
The bowl cut?
I don't think it is.
That is.
Who's it from?
And then it was co-opted by the Asian American.
Oh, I thought we stole it from the Asians.
Y'all did it first. The Asian actually did it better.
It's over here. Like it has a little bit more flair with them.
I rocked the bowl cut as a boy.
Because it's so simple. They put the bowl up in the head.
I was probably like 9 years old when I switched to not the bowl cut.
The mullet is strictly white boy.
I've never done a mullet.
Did you miss Eagle early?
Oh, that's true. You're right.
They're like, come on, Dad. Just go somewhere else.
Woo!
They been dreamy. You have been dreamy. It's not really a haircut.
That was a move and a half.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Yes, it was. So, I CM and Anika, you guys aren't watching GCW. I don't know how long this is going to go. If you guys want to go, feel free to Me and Sammy can finish up the.
How much did this cost again?
Well, this is only $4.99 a month, $5 a month.
$4.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it comes. You get more than just GCW. You get like, not that we're gonna watch them, but you get OVW. You get a lot of the other smaller promotions that nobody watches.
OVW, is that where the Bang Bros were?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
It was, so real
I don't
quick,
know. We might have to check out the Bang Bros again.
Just one stream. Can we please get the one stream? Let's pick the stream.
Well, Sammy,
those Bang Bros have experience. Like they did a pretty good job. It was pretty rough, but they got the job done.
And for some reason, they gave Sheamus and Drew McIntyre the tag team name of Banger Bros. That's what the freaking name said on SmackDown.
So Tuesday, right? Let's see how far of a stream we can get before we first innuendo.
I'm gonna guess 20 seconds.
No,
we got 5 minutes.
Past at least 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Over under 5 minutes.
Speaking of Tuesday, Royal Rumble prediction show. I already have my guess for the female Rumble. I'm gonna try and come up with a guess for the male Rumble by then.
Yeah.
So let's.
Oh yeah, I already called Cody. We already called him.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot. We did call for the men's Rumble already.
Yep.
I had Seth Rollins.
I have Cody Lesnar.
Well, I don't remember who I had.
The Rock.
I don't remember who I picked.
And that's why you should go back and watch the clip from Tuesday so that you can know who you picked.
I feel like I might have said Edge.
What's that boy that nobody?
Yeah, that's it.
You did
that's
say
it.
Edge.
Austin Theory.
No, I said Edge.
Girl,
you said Edge. I was gonna say the one that was replacing John Cena as Vince's boo thing.
That was ALW's most hyped for 2023.
Yeah.
Well, he still has
no,
the company.
He was number 3.
2020.
Ricky Starks was my number 1. Most
Solid pick.
Yeah.
I mean, my number 1 pick was all of Bullet Club and their alumni.
All of them.
And the alumni,
including
including Adam Cole.
Baby.
Gringo Loco just threw Vikingo into a bunch of chairs that are now ringside. It looks like Gringo Loco is setting up some sort of chair thing to put Vikingo through.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch off this movie. It's a little distracting.
What is Gringo Loco doing? So he's setting up 2 chairs. He's got a door. He's going to place the door where? Over the 2 chairs. Oh, I see. So he's got 4 chairs. Like sawhorses and the door in between them. What is he going to do here? Oh.
Well, I'm out.
All right.
Take care.
We'll see you on Tuesday at the cookout. Peace.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right. Well, I'm not leaving yet, but I do need to pee.
Yep, go ahead. I will hold down the fort for a minute. Gringo Loco with the chair shot to Vikingo. This match has been really good. I'm kind of surprised that Gringo Loco has had more offense than Vikingo, since Vikingo is kind of the one to watch. But go ahead.
I'm gonna head out too, but you asked about our SmackDown MVP and LVPs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get my MVP to Roman for going back to being his abusive Triple Chief shelf. LVP is Sammy, who doesn't know what an official breakup is, and probably broke up with more chicks. That was just a cooling off period. Bye.
Peace. We'll see you Tuesday. Uh, So you are left with me and Slayman Sammy Joe, who has stepped away for a minute. We are finishing up this GCW Don't Talk to Me watch along. The show's gone a little longer than I thought it was. It started at 5. I figured it'd be over at 8 o'clock. Maybe it's going to go until 9 o'clock. I have a hard time imagining Gringo Loco and Vikingo as the main event. I really thought that the Second Gear Crew versus John Wayne Murdoch and those guys was the last match was the main event, but then this match started, so here we are. Oh, a triple springboard Hurricane Rana. Yeah, Vikingo's pretty impressive. I don't. Oh,
Hey, AOW.
yeah.
What do you do for fun outside of watching wrestling?
What do I do for fun outside of watching wrestling? I watch a lot of sports. I play some video games, usually sports video games. Hang out with my wife. We go to movies and stuff. I watch a lot of TV and movies. I don't know. Hang out with my grandson.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I haven't played a video game in months.
You haven't played a video game in years?
Months. Well,
Months.
I
Yeah.
guess it has been a year because it was.
It was 2022.
It was 2022. It was around Halloween last time I played a video game.
Yeah, I mean, I have a PlayStation 5, and I have a bunch of games, and I sometimes I play them, sometimes I don't. It just depends.
The holidays came up, and I just didn't have time, and I just haven't started playing games since.
Yeah.
I've been doing other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about learning a new language.
Oh, what language? Anything in particular?
Well, I haven't decided yet, but it seems like something better to do than just, practicing guitar or stuff.
Yeah, I definitely don't do that. I write. So I've written some stories, and I'm always trying to get something published. So I do that as a hobby. Yeah, but no, I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, in the summertime I'll go play some basketball. I mean, I'm a little old and a little fat now to really get out and do too much, but I still like to get out and get some exercise. That was always my preferred method of exercising and my favorite sport to play. So, yeah. Mostly just work and watch TV, watch wrestling, and watch movies and shit. And watch a lot of sports. But I don't play the guitar or anything like that. I wish I could play the guitar. I mean, I've tried. I mean, I have my fingers are pretty big, so they're kind of hard to keep off the chords. But yeah. And I can't sing at all. I love to sing, but I can't sing. So that's a no-go. I've always, being that I am a child of the hip hop era, or rap. So I mean, I've been writing rap since I was, 10 years old. So.
Oh, I just got reminded. My brother-in-law recommended last night that I learn to bartend.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Like it only takes like 8 days online classes.
Nice. Yeah, you can be a mixologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't think there's any work nearby for that.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm trying to think
fair,
of where
what is there nearby for work? Like, right? Don't you live in a pretty small area where there's not a whole lot?
I mean, I got everything I need nearby.
Yeah.
But
nearby.
What of those is hiring,
Right, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's a bar I could walk to, but it's literally halfway across town, and I don't know if I'd want to do that every day. I'd rather work at a bar in like a restaurant.
Yeah.
But the thing is that most restaurants don't even have bars these days, unless you're talking about like an Applebee's or something, or TGI Fridays.
Right. Yep. See, and he can just say, I'm surprised you haven't done bartending class. See what I mean? Apply at a restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, bartending. It's one of those things that, like, you think, like, when I think about it, I think it'd be cool, and then I think when I go to a bar and I watch how hard they're working, especially on a busy night, I'm thinking, fuck, I don't want to do that. Like, and people are weird about their drinks and shit. Like, I don't know. I did
Yeah.
food service. Like, I worked at McDonald's. That was my very first job, and then I did coffee for like 3 years. I was a barista essentially for like 3 years at like 3 or 4 different coffee places. And after doing that, I just decided I can't do food anymore for people. People are just too weird about shit. Like, just I can't. Food service is too tough.
I mean, I probably started mixing drinks when I was like 9.
There you go. There you go. Holy
I had
shit.
older sisters, and they had friends, and they liked daiquiris.
Vikingo's about to do something crazy here. He's got Gringo Loco
And
on a door. What is
I had
Vikingo gonna do?
I had one of those magic bullets,
Yeah.
and those things would make a daiquiri in 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god! A 630 through the door. Holy smokes. Off the top rope. Holy shit.
I'm positive that hurt him
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
way more.
His back hit the cement really hard.
Hmm.
I think it was supposed to land more on Gringo Loco.
Yeah, I think he might have overjumped it a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
I don't think you're allowed to do that, Anika. I think that at bars and stuff, like, you are required to give a specific amount of alcohol. Otherwise, your boss will have your ass. At least I think that's the way it is.
I believe you are correct, sir. Okay, let's get that off the screen because that is no longer going on. Right now, it's actually where is it? I know I have it right here. There you go. That's actually the match that's going on GCW. Don't talk to me. I love that Vikingo just wears his little fur thing the whole time.
Hmm.
I always have a soft spot for fat dudes that can get around the ring. Gringo Loco's one of them. Him, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen. I'm a huge Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens fan. Big dude, get around the ring. Keith
Lee, Bam
Keith
Bam
Lee.
Bigelow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell,
Yeah.
Vader.
Yeah. No, there's been a lot of them over the years. Will they really measure if I give a guest 3 fingers of liquor instead of 2? Right? No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Oh. What is Vikingo going to do? Going up to the top rope. Moonsault of some sort. Oh, Gringo Loco's up. Keep his legs out. Oh, slap the shit out of him. Oh, we're going Spanish. Are we going to go Spanish fly off the top rope?
I mean, I like my drinks strong. Like, I'll straight up drink an old fashioned, which is whiskey with an ice cube and an orange peel.
Right.
Like, that's the drink.
Oh.
I mean, there's more to it. You have a dash of bitters. You got a little sugar in there. But Like,
That's
for
the
real.
gist of it.
It's whiskey and ice cube and orange peel.
Right. Holy smokes. So Gringo Loco just gorilla pressed Vikingo off the top rope. Oh, and Vikingo kicked out. Holy smokes. That
And
was an
how much more
insane
can
move.
his back take?
Right? Yeah, Vikingo's taking some nasty bumps on his back tonight. The crowd is definitely cheering for Vikingo. Vikingo's trying to pump himself back up here. Oh, pump kick to Gringo Loco. Oh, he did it again. Vikingo went to the top rope and Gringo Loco kicked his legs out from underneath him. Uh-oh. Vikingo's on Gringo Loco's shoulders on the second rope. Oh! Snap. Poison run off the second rope. Vikingo, Meteora to Gringo in the corner. Is he going to go for the pin? He set him up for something. What is it? 450. Vikingo on the top turnbuckle. Doing something here. Oh! The 630. Damn. And the pin. 1, 2, 3. Vikingo with the win off the 630 off the top rope. That was nasty because it sounded like he landed right on his chest with all his weight. Like, I wonder sometimes, like, I can see, like, when you're attempting to punch or kick somebody, how you can use less force, right? But, like, Mike Bailey does that move where he jumps off the second rope and lands with both knees on your back. Like, how can you do anything to mitigate that? There's nothing you can do to mitigate the impact you're having on that person. Like, all your weight is coming down on them. You're not hitting the floor first. You can't do anything to make yourself lighter. Like, those ones have to just hurt so bad. No, that was the main event.
Like, if you jump and you do a backflip, it does slow your momentum. So, like, jumping off and doing a splash, I feel would hurt more than somebody doing a backflip splash.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that.
But if somebody does a front flip splash, it would hurt more.
Yes. Yeah, either way, just like when your knees aren't hitting or your other parts of your body aren't hitting and your full force of your body is landing on the person, like, I just don't understand how they mitigate that pressure in any way, shape, or form. I just don't. But so that was the main event, I guess. And Vikingo has a title there. He's not the GCW champion. That's got to be some other promotion. I wasn't clear on what title he has, but I'm a little surprised. Go ahead.
AAA.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
The Omega Championship.
Yeah. So that must have been for the title. So it must have been Vikingo versus Gringo for the title. I guess I missed that. I didn't realize it was a title match.
A good match.
Yeah, it was a really good match. So that's the end of GCW. Don't Talk to Me. We already kind of rated the show. I guess we picked a match of the night before that, the main event, because we thought the other match was the main event. So I don't know if you want to make any changes or not, but
yeah, that last match was match of the night, and MVP is Vikingo's back.
No doubt.
For doing all that and not giving out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, there were some good matches. Nick Wayne versus Aries was really good to open the show. The match I thought was a main event, the 4-way tag match with Second Gear Crew winning, was a very good match. Lots of good spots there. No death matches tonight, which is kind of good. I mean, I don't want. I like getting the variety. Like, I feel like, at least in my head, GCW kind of has this stigma of just being like the extreme hardcore death match place, and so I always kind of expect to see one of those, and we didn't have one of those tonight, which was kind of nice. So you get a little bit of.
Yeah.
It's not always just the same. Let's see.
GCW really is the biggest indie.
No doubt. No, it was a good, solid show. Again, we were talking about some other stuff in the middle, so I didn't quite get to watch all the matches as in depth as I would like to. But there is a show tomorrow. What is it?
What's it called?
I don't know if it's GCW. I don't think it's GCW. Hold on for just a second. I can tell you right now what it is. Let's see. I don't think it's GCW, but it might be. On the 21st. Here we go. I feel like there was something on the 21st. Noah. Oh, that's on the 22nd. That's on the 22nd. No, January. It says January 21st at 10 p.m. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's not the right thing.
AJPW.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the wrong. Oh no, it is. It's the Great Muda. Oh no, I see. That's not. We don't get that with that. Okay. So Game Changer, don't talk to me. I guess I can do this off the air and let you know. We don't need to keep people here for this, but yeah, I thought there was another GCW pay per view tomorrow, but maybe not. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, at any rate, there is one on February 11th, which we will be doing on the True Heel Heat Twitch. So
channel.
If you want, you can go over to Twitch now, and you can
get signed up, like, and follow the True Heel Heat Twitch channel, so that when we get started, you can join us for our watch-alongs.
Is it follow there?
Yeah, I think it's
where you hit the heart and if okay.
I'm pretty sure it's follow. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's a follow type of situation. And yeah, get set up all over there so that when we move over there to do our GCW watch-alongs, you can join us over there. Let's see. Yeah, so thanks for joining us again for Friday Night Fights. We know you got a lot of options, so we appreciate it. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. We're here on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Cookout, where we talk about basically all things wrestling and all things not wrestling. We're also here on Friday nights tonight for our Smackdown and Rampage watch-alongs, and if there's other pay-per-views on Friday nights, we will include those, like GCW Don't Talk to Me Tonight. And if there's other pay-per-views along the way, AEW, WWE, we'll be doing watch-alongs for those always. So we'll do the Royal Rumble next Saturday. So yeah, thanks for joining us. And Timmy, you want to say anything before we go down?
Stardom was really good this morning. If you got free time and you want to try something different, you should probably check out Stardom. Like they're underrated. I'm telling you what. Like those girls are pretty freaking awesome.
I'm gonna watch that show for sure. I want to watch that show. So, all right.
But yeah, that's all I had to tell everybody.
All right, Joe. Thanks for joining us. Peace.